we're back after a long time. It's been forever. I gotta update other things. Okay, we're good, baby.
Hello,
do it.
everyone.
There we go. Okay, we're all good.
And hopefully
Oh,
we're back
oh.
with
I
no
don't know about this one.
computer issues interrupting the session, because that's why we're late. Yay, computers.
Yay, computers!
3 minutes late from our normal D&D starting time.
Hey, it's supposed to start back at 7:30. That was the goal, and that didn't happen.
That's
because my
never gonna happen.
brand
That
new
is never
computer
gonna happen
You
again.
knew what it was. You
seemingly
knew what this
is
was.
terrible.
We're never
It's
starting
never
at 7:30
been that.
again.
Screw you, AMD. That's all I have to say. Don't sponsor our thing. I hate you.
Oh man,
I
They're
don't
not
know
on
if
the
I hate
That's how I
AMD,
feel
if
right
I'm being honest. Nvidia's being kind of sus recently.
That's been my problem. I can play any of these stupid games and the Nvidia thing works just fine, but the moment I frickin' have to use the AMD processor, it's just like, nope.
Why would it?
I don't know her.
Whatever. Okay,
AMD.
that's enough of me. That's enough of me bitching.
Hardly know her.
Yeah. That was good. That was good. Anyways, welcome everyone back to the Elyssia stream. Not only the players but the watchers. It's been a fun few months. Taking a little bit of a sabbatical, getting ready for the end here, and we are getting incredibly close to the end. I'm gonna make this announcement, and I think everyone's on board with it. But at some point in the near future, this game will not end with a long 5, 6, 7, 8 session lead up. It will end in one giant, massive plop, super session where you'll get to see all of the conclusions and the endings and all of that good jazz. So stay tuned for more on when that's going to happen and why that's going to happen and how that's going to happen.
All
I
of
need to
it.
figure out how I'm gonna do that still, but
We're hiring live dancers.
Yo.
I'll figure
And I
something
mean
out.
like legitimate dancers. I don't mean strippers.
Stripping is legitimate dancing. They dance.
I mean, I guess.
That
Okay,
is.
yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
shout out to the
Don't devalue
strippers.
We
their
don't
work.
we don't shame sex workers on this show.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Exactly.
that was a,
They're doing a job.
I'm putting strippers on
skills.
our. I'm putting strippers on our sponsors.
Oh boy.
Yes, there are now
Guys.
strippers on the sponsors list. So
I don't know if Twitch would be happy with that.
Well, you know,
I
If
mean,
it-
can't you just be naked on stream now? Is
No,
that their
they
new
banned
update?
that.
Oh, they banned that already.
There's a whole thing.
First, they were like, okay, this small subsection is fine, and then everyone started doing it, and then all the advertisers were like, why? What's going on? We're not no. And then Twitch was like, okay, actually, no, you can't do that anymore. Please stop. No black bars, none of that. If it's implied, it's not allowed.
Yeah. So you can only not imply it.
But Twitch did just come out and say that they're not profitable. So we'll see how quickly it changes again.
Amazon, boom.
Amazon's waiting in the wings.
Yeah, they got the gun. It's Old Yeller. They're ready to take him out back and just blast his brains all over the side of the barn.
It's like the mist.
Twitch has gone to the farm, everyone.
Twitch is hanging inside the convience store waiting for monsters to come.
No, that is terrible.
YouTube's been like
they're in the
pretty
car.
even to non-profitable.
How dare you? How dare you bring up that scene again?
That's my for the movie. Oh boy, what a sad. No spoilers for The Mist. I won't even tell you what I'm talking about.
I would say, what movie are we talking about?
The Mist.
Oh, that's a great movie.
It's a great
terribly
movie.
sad and dark.
That's the point. It's supposed to be.
It's got one of the best endings in cinema.
No, it just no.
It does. It
No.
really does. That movie would not be anywhere near as memorable if that ending doesn't happen.
No, 100%.
People just be like, it was a slightly Stephen King. It was a horror movie, but the ending, everyone's just like,
it makes it. The ending makes the movie,
and he makes it. So, all right, why don't we go ahead? Unless anyone else has anything cool to say, why don't we go ahead and get started?
I know what you could say. Wait, Eric and Nick, you guys have something to say?
Oh.
If you want to.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's something worth saying.
Me and Nick's board game company, Kibi Games, signed 2 board game designs recently. So sometime in the near future, hopefully sometime this year, but if not, hopefully sometime early next year, a couple of our games will be hitting store shelves. So we'll keep people up to date as it advances.
Buy some soon.
Yeah,
some copies of it.
I'm so excited. I'm very excited. I played one of them at Gen Con. It's a very fun game.
I think I've played both, I think, right?
I don't believe you've played the subs, but
Yeah, I
you've
was gonna
played
say, I don't know.
Relative Space.
No, I played
Relative
subs at
Space is-
Betting or con.
yeah.
Oh,
When you
well,
guys,
then
yeah.
I stand corrected.
Yeah, so I think I played both.
Be on the lookout. It's a really fun games coming. At least the one. I haven't played the other,
Thank
but
you.
I played
Yeah,
Relative
that
Space.
one's pretty cool.
Look at that. The beehive is growing.
That's
The
right.
hive is growing.
Oh no! You guys are gonna get into a fight with Beyonce.
Oh,
Not to be
wait.
confused with the Bayhive.
Ah.
It's just gonna be like, I can't wait for the convention you guys throw, and you're gonna get a lot of people. Like,
It's
I thought this was something else.
No,
Oh, I
our,
thought this was like the Beyonce cover. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm horribly in the wrong
It's-
place.
it's like the,
is going to be
Anna-
Beyonce every year.
Our keynote speaker, our
there
our
you go.
keynote speaker.
Beyonce.
You have a key and a B speaker. It's
Oh,
like the
no.
Fantasy Park in Utah. Evermore Park tried to sue Taylor Swift over having the same album, and they were just like, "Are you in,
yeah.
like the dumbest thing on the planet?"
What? I love
Yeah,
it.
there's there's a fantasy park called Evermore Park, and it's I was excited when I heard about it, and then I watched the 4-hour video on why it wasn't good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of depressing. It sounded like live action D&D, and it was like a park made
Yeah.
for it. It just has never really materialized.
that
And
makes sense.
the park's called
Yeah.
Evermore, and Taylor Swift released Evermore, and
The
they
album,
tried
yeah.
to sue her over it, and they lost very
Of
badly.
course.
This is Taylor Swift, patron saint of white women everywhere.
Yes.
You will not win that fight. Leave
No,
that woman
it's
alone.
insane.
She
It's
is
the
a
best way
she
to
is a
describe
she
that.
is the she's a patron.
She-
She's literally
single-
a patron.
She single-handedly made women care about the NFL for, maybe half a season.
Like just so much. All I'm saying is she's got powers. Actual super
does.
powers. And everyone
And I
needs
should
to
say
be
women
careful.
who don't normally care about the NFL, because there are plenty of women that watch football, but
Shut out.
progressive channel. All right, let's go ahead and get started. And yeah, all right.
We're back.
Back to
We're
it, gentlemen. I'm excited for
Yeah,
this.
back.
I'm gonna get some music going
Yes.
in just a second here. I'm partially afraid I'm gonna do this and the whole thing's gonna die, but we'll see what happens.
You know?
Yeah,
We're-
this
So-
session
Make
is
it.
just a good old 10 minutes of
In the
nothing.
name of
How
Taylor.
about bannering? The
It'd be like
Elyssia
that.
episode, whatever, just played on YouTube so people are trolled and it just craps out.
Craps out.
It's like the
There's
drunk
2 hours of
episode. Only
nothing.
Yes, the missing episode.
The forgotten
Missing
episode. I wish I
Okay.
could use that thumbnail for something beyond what I've used it for.
I love it.
Getting the resurrection
Anyway,
was
so-
fun.
Gonna have a slightly longer recap since it's been a slightly longer time for everyone. We're gonna start back with our time skip. So after the previous events where you guys tried to figure out what was going on in Pragla with the king and Sentinel Jamie and Darby's alternate half summoned the chicken army and sent them to Pragla to defend against the rising undead. There's a 3-year time skip. Everyone was separated. The world got crappy. Peter, or Braska, as he's like known in this world, has kind of gone on I want to say rampage, but he's allowed the beckoning to happen. He's allowed all these undead to rise and ravage the world, and he's going around and acting like everybody's Cinderella, taking care of it. You've all been separated. Azrael, Ruma, and the real Darby, they're off in the deserts of Dorder, at the Citadel, kind of living, and then Sentinel and Jamie were in Olin in Morgath, with Morgan, Queen Morgan, and kind of the general NPC cast that we've been hanging around with. Biggest notes: Jamie's the pontiff right now due to some situations with his brother. He's using that to kind of bring and gather people into the fold to protect them, since there's all these displaced populaces. Azrael's breaking down even more. He's like more ghost than he is man at this point. And yeah, everyone's just kind of in a bad spot until in the Citadel, they ran into Xanthro, the horrible wizard that you guys first fought at the beginning of the campaign, claiming that he has a way to stop the beckonings with this cube thing, and he takes you to see the remainder of your party members. You converse, find out you need to go back to the Guardian Fowl tomb, because that is where the system is, because that's where the Ghost of the Guardian Fowls showed Sentinel where the system was. You guys go there. You find there's a bunch of robots in there that have seemingly gathered to protect it. You fight through them. You re-encounter Nim, your old friend from Highwater, the robot that Jamie's kind of been has like a father robot relationship with. And he's like his
Like
purpose.
Geppetto and Pinocchio.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it. They have this, Nim is like, I know who you guys are. You are my friends, but my central programming is telling me I'm going to kill you. Like, if you dare even get close to this thing, I'm going to kill you. And you all thought you were going to kill him, but I believe Jamie did he inserted the cube thing that you guys had there, the triangle, into the system, and it shut everything down. It was then you activated the system, which appeared in the guise of a little girl, who was the visage of her father, or her father's daughter, who passed away and was kind of immortalized here in the system. You found out that Duke Seymour Ellington is one of the Archons, and it's his daughter. And you also found out that the only people who are possible administrators of this system are Peter or Braska, Gamar, Seymour, and now seemingly Marilli. So you've all kind of devised this plan that you are going to talk to Seymour and see if you can get him to give up his power, which he seemingly has. Just defeat Gamar in some way that causes him to lose his power, and then defeat Braska, so the power should end up in Marilli's hands, and your hope is Marilli will do what is right for Elyssia and fix the problem. That sounds right, everyone.
Yeah. Unless she's
bad
the whole time.
From what I remember.
The real villain.
The other big thing you guys learned from the system is, because you are in like an insular bubble, there is an outside world that is essentially looking in on you or able to manipulate you. As Elyssia, or C19, the 19th version of these worlds, exists, even if Marilli obtains full control over the system and you defeat the Archons, nothing will guarantee that eventually they won't break themselves back in and undo everything you've done, unless you completely separate yourself from the system, pulling off all the safety stops that have kept Elyssia running and functioning for the amount of time that it has. Sounds great. Doing so will remove all magic from the world, since magic comes from the system, and all magical beings in the world will either lose their magical powers or cease to exist. So that is a decision that the group has not come to yet, as you're like, we got to get this system out of here because Peter is after it. And we need to just get out of here because he's obviously floating around in his big sky fortress. I don't remember if this was stated, so if it wasn't and I spoiled this for you guys, I'm sorry. It's been a hot minute. I also believe the system told you that Peter is actively trying to create a C20.
Yes.
Think so?
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah. And if he does that, it's going to cannibalize your world, and everyone's going to die.
He wants to perfect the world again.
Yeah,
in his own way.
To make him the hero again. Yeah,
his own Peter way.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do it, Matt.
Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter.
So everything is fine and dandy. You've got the system. You're ready to escape. And as you're leaving the Guardian Foul Tomb, what do you happen to see except Braska and the decaying, wretched corpse of a long familiar friend, the former champion of Highwater, Jayla, in a ragged undead form? And because it has been a while since we have done this, I am going to show her image again just for everyone if I can find it.
Not okay.
And if you're for whatever reason watching this like back to back, you get to see this twice and be like, "This is dumb." But there she is for all of your viewing pleasures.
Yes.
She looks so
raggedy.
dead.
Yes.
Yep. So that was the huge cliffhanger everyone's been waiting for the last 2.5 months. So
I didn't know. I didn't notice this time. Seeing the like side of her armor is like busted out and like she's like emaciated.
Sam did a good job on that.
Yeah.
You also noticed she was
it's
beheaded, her
considerable.
neck is sewed back on, so that's kind of fun.
I did see that. Ugh.
Give me 1 sec.
We love it.
I hope this will play the song. Yes. Okay. And
Make
then
sure you are on good volume. You are.
is that the one I want? Perfect. Okay.
Bot is
Awesome.
muted for me. I don't know why the bot's muted.
Should be able to just turn it.
I was thinking you should be able to, I think, right click it. It should be good.
Yeah, right click it and you can change the volume.
I know sometimes it's super loud, so you have to
Yeah.
mess around.
It says server deafened.
Oh, that's
It's
just
just
a
I
bot.
see that, but I also hear it.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Bots usually just do that because that's just how they work.
Cool.
Sometimes bots just do what bots can do.
Sometimes bots do what they want
I mean, unless you want the bot to be listening in on everything we say.
on your conversations.
But
I do.
I'm
All
sure
right,
there's probably all
everyone.
kinds of NDAs you have to sign if they actually do that.
Oh, okay. This is a weird aside. I have to say this because I find this so interesting. I don't know if anyone else here knows about this. Started a new job today. Found out. So the company I work for is a larger automaker. I'm not gonna say who they are just for reasons. They are talking about putting cars in your camera or cameras in your cars.
Cars in your cameras? Dang.
Yeah, little cars in your cameras.
Technology.
You're able to drive your cameras around. That'd be so fun.
Look in on you and see you. Tesla's doing it, and they just got in trouble in California because the cameras, they were able to take pictures of people, and they were making memes of the people they were taking pictures of and sending them into servers, and some of them got leaked out online.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
Wow.
I'm here.
I believe
for
that brings privacy laws in California. So that's
No,
insane.
keep
Yeah,
doing
California
it.
just is like going crazy about it. So I didn't know
I
about
say
this.
keep doing
That's
it.
really
Never
funny.
stop doing that.
So there you go. If you own a
Never
Tesla,
stop, never stopping.
they might
Never
they
stop,
might
never
have
stop,
pictures of you jacking off or picking your nose or whatever you do in the front seat of your car. Just know that.
If you're jacking off the front seat of your car, you have other things going on. That
Yeah, you
outside
I think there's
really
something.
of that.
I think you have more important things to be worried about.
Yeah, like memes are the least worrisome thing about your life. Dang, that's a lot.
There's a lot to unpack on that.
Oh,
All right.
man.
So to set the stage or scene here again, you guys are in this kind of ice cave that you've entered, and from there you're able to enter the Tomb of the Guardian Fowl. You're making your way out. Currently with you is Xanthro, who you brought with you because you're like, we are absolutely not
Leaving you alone.
leaving you
Be
to
out
do
of our
something
sight.
bad
Yeah.
while we're gone. And Meepo, the hobbling Drangler you guys have befriended for a long time, and his protege Azra the Dracokin are both with you as well. So obviously they're not represented as a token. They don't participate in any battles, but they are here in the scene. And before you is Peter, in his glittering green armor. It's kind of has this flowing greenish hue or glow to it. You can sense, for anyone who's like has some magical prowess, you can just sense an immense amount of magical energy just beating off of this thing. And then next to him, standing a couple feet off in complete silence, is what you believe to be Jayla.
Not to derail, I don't think it was mentioned in the recap, but Braska has been using the system remotely this entire time to destroy the world, and now that the system is out and with us, he has no access to it.
Correct.
Because he needs
thank
to
you for that.
physically access it. For anyone that has forgotten about that, who are watching through the VODs and have literally seen it like an hour ago.
Another good thing.
Last time on.
Another good thing to note is you guys came here on one of Meepo's dragons, so it's chilling outside.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
so
that'd be great.
you see the two of them before you, and, you know, Braska, he's just kind of like, gentleman, lady, hobbling. Man, I'm so impressed with you guys. You're all like, bam, gonna get here, I'm gonna take that system, you're not gonna be able to do anything about it. And here I am. I've been using this thing for a while, guys. I've been keeping tabs. You didn't think I'd see a dragon or have someone seen a dragon fly in here, watch you disembark and enter into this cave, into the temple? Did not cross anyone's mind here. I'm just curious.
I guarantee you that I did make mention of it.
No, I mean, not just be wrong.
I would
don't.
believe
It didn't
that.
cross my mind.
And let me guess, no one else listened.
That is normally how things go. Correct.
That sounds right.
But I think if I remember correctly, I think we were all on the same page as to just not caring.
Yeah, that's what we
Yeah.
came. That's what we came down.
I
to,
was more
'cause
on the line of like, I don't know if you can tell, but whether you can or not, I mean, we kind of got to come here anyway. So
you not being able to stop us doing what we want to do is kind of a normal practice for you.
You know,
That's just kind of how things are.
I've been very nice about a lot of this stuff. I've let you guys, you know, sprinkle off into the world and live your lives. Live a life, well, however you can live it, kind of in the way that things are right now. It's just horrible, absolutely terrible. Someone needs to do something about that.
Yeah.
If you give me the system, someone can do something about that. But regardless, every morning I wake up. I have a little morning routine that I like to do. I eat breakfast, 2 eggs, a little bacon or sausages if I'm really feeling real kinky that day. OJ. And after that, I go to the bathroom. I pull my pants down, I sit on the toilet, and I take a dump. And you want to know what happens every time that I do that?
No, particularly.
I hit my hemorrhoid. My turd hits my hemorrhoid. And it
Definitely
hurts.
didn't- Yeah, definitely didn't.
It hurts a lot. Which I wanted to ask your doctor about it. Which I guess here you go.
I was actually going to say something. We do have a doctor that might
It
be able to
hurts.
check that out.
And every day I wondered, I go, why? Why is this happening to me? And then I had this realization.
You're not taking good care of yourself.
I'm trying to. It's all the bacon I'm eating, man.
There's a lot of different medical reasons for this. Ironically, I've learned a lot about this in the last couple of days.
Oh no.
This is actually really funny. If you wanted an in-depth reason of what's going on, I could get
Here we
it.
go.
Yeah, there you go.
But we'll wait for later. That's another.
I love
thing.
it. That'll be the break,
Yeah,
the
you
chat
know.
over break.
You know, doctor-patient confidentiality. You don't want to.
Yes,
no,
yes,
yeah,
doctor-patient
yeah,
confidentiality.
Exactly.
There's so many people around.
100%.
Does this
Understandable.
story have a point, Brasco?
Yeah, is there?
Yes,
can we
yes,
change
it
in
does
this
have a
one?
point. Because while I was eating my breakfast the other day, I thought to myself, like, why does this hemorrhoid keep hurting me? And I finally figured it out. It's because you are all my hemorrhoid. You just fucking stay there.
I don't
And
think
you're a
so.
pain in my ass, literally, all the fucking time. And I can't seem to get rid of you. That's a
Like,
metaphor. Put that
you
on
were
a
in-
poster.
You were unconscious for so long. That's such a weird thing for you to say.
Hey, it's been 3 years, man. I don't think about the last however many thousands of years I was asleep here. So, how do I exercise my pain? I converse with it. We're not talking about a hemorrhoid anymore. I'm talking about you guys, just to clarify.
Oh, I was about to point to Dr. Watts because he would know how to do that, not me. I'm not the
Okay.
doctor.
I have to exercise my pain. Get rid of it. How do I do that? Well, the first thing I do is I get some smart individuals in a room like this, and we talk like real people. Real people. None of this bullshit. I shoot your city and blow it out of the sky. You stab my guy in the back and leave him for dead. This constant tug of war back and forth for the fate of this. Which is why I want to propose something to all of you. Rectification. C20.
Problem in the first place.
I'm sure by this point, you've talked to the little thing, and it's told you what I've been mucking around with, what I've been up to, what my steez is right now. I want to make the next version of Elyssia the correct version, the right version, the better version, the version where there's no war, there's no pain, there's no suffering, and everything is wonderful all the time. You're almost slice of heaven. And I want you to help me do that. And I'm gonna really sweeten the offer here real quick, because right now I bet you're thinking in the back of your head, wow, Peter, that sounds great, but last I heard, the creepy little robot girl told me that everyone dies when you do that. Not necessarily. What if I were to tell you I can make it so I can insert you into my new world? All of you. And whoever else you want. You want the elf girl with the stupid hat who's a terrible treasure hunter? She can come too. It's a party. How about the bastard who makes the pizzas? Yeah. Yeah, you can bring him too. You can open up a pizza restaurant. I was on the mood for some za every Friday night, once in a while. You want the populace that remains a high water to come and enter into my world? Hell yeah! We'll bring them. Why not? It's a party. It's a good time. That's what I'm asking right now. We fix it now. There's reasonable people in this room, I'd like to believe. I mean, hell, I got the dude in charge of the religion that, hated me for a long time in the room right now.
Wrong tree. Barking up the wrong tree.
Well,
honestly, if you would have came to us with this proposal back when we actually thought you to be trustworthy and may have been on the up and up, we probably might have maybe had a couple of us consider it.
Yeah.
But we don't trust you, and you're gaslighting us into believing that we're friends and we can have a civil conversation when you're standing next to a woman that you allowed with your infinite power to die, only to have her head stitched back on and act as some kind of prop to us.
Oh,
yes, you know who I'm talking about.
She's not a prop. She's my boo. I brought her back from the dead to help me.
Right, but with your powers, she could have never. This is all just some stage performance.
No, I would never bring Jayla back as a giant middle finger to the 5 of you and all the other people that you call friends because I could do that. I'm not that type of guy. I'm a good guy. That's some whack shit right there.
I love that you believe that about yourself. I love how much you believe that about yourself, Braska.
Yeah, you really seem to need that.
Yeah.
Here's the other fun thing about your little buddy Jayla here. I think some of you were aware, but she was undead to begin with. Cursed never to actually die. It's a funny little thing that seems to inhabit her. This isn't the first time that has happened. Though this is the first time that has happened because I took that curse and did something with it. And now she's helping me. She's helping me to a better world that she's going to enter. And it's going to be fantastic and wonderful. You know what? You want me to sweeten the deal a little bit more too? How's that sound? I had this other plan. And it's a really good plan too. And I was thinking about waiting because it's so good, it's so wonderful that if I just put all my cards on the table, well, I don't have a hand anymore. But you're really stretching my balls right now, and I gotta play the royal flush right now. So, where do you believe I'd find something so fantastic? I just want a couple guesses because I want to see the look on your guys' faces when it happens.
You'd find what so fantastic? The idea you stole from Hastier about creating a new world?
Well, okay. My father's an asshole, and he did all of this, so I'm doing something better. Let's not bring dads into this.
Well, it's not. I was just letting you know is because you need the validation so much. Is your idea is not original. We've already had somebody propose us creating a new world with whatever we want to bring over into it.
This isn't about the new world. It is a little bit, but this is about us. This is about our connection right now. So, where would I find something that would be so fantastic for that?
Probably Hastier. That's where you found the last idea.
No, not necessarily. That's strike one. Anybody else? Any other ideas?
I mean, Gamar likes to dabble in a lot of fantastical things. Maybe he's got something up your alley.
No. Oh, are you kidding me? Man, I barely let that guy scrub my nuts on the weekends. Ugh.
Have you checked your hemorrhoid?
Barely?
That's
JB, Dr. JB is gonna dap up
Sentinel
for real.
Yeah,
That's the idea. You know, I'm gonna have him do that for me. I feel that would really put him in his place. But one final guess, one more.
Oh, that's funny. That was good. That was good, Sentinel.
The power. I know where it is. I know where it's from.
Shoot.
Grayskull.
I don't know who that is. I don't think any of us did. Well,
something that Joel keeps saying every day.
Yeah. You know,
I appreciate the reference.
That does sound like a Joel thing to say. Now that you say that. Well,
He's been hanging out with Joel way too much in that time.
You guys were gone.
Well, I mean, not by our own intentions.
A real guess. One final one.
Ruma, you haven't guessed yet. You know, only fair.
I don't know why I feel the urge to say Arby's, even though I know that's not a thing in here.
Joel probably said it once in passing.
In the same vein, the Zafar Inn.
Oh, my sweet summer child. I knew one of you were going to get it. So when Highwater literally fell out of the sky into the Goddess Lake because the undead overran it and destroyed all the mechanisms and thousands of people died, which, real quick, can we get a thoughts and prayers for all those people? Thoughts and prayers, everyone? Okay, fine. I guess I'm the only one.
Glad that you're finally giving some
I guess I'm the only one that cares here. Wow, and you call me the bad guy. That's fine. It's fine. But
Killed them.
I didn't shoot
it's nice that you're finally giving them the
sky.
thought. You know.
That was the undead. They did it.
That you created.
It allowed to run
difference. I don't control them.
Still yours.
Technicality.
You smelt it.
If not for
That'll
you
get you
creating,
sorry,
if not for you summoning them, they would not have destroyed Highwater. So it's still by proxy your fault.
Well, arguable, negotiable.
That's kind of how the facts work, but sure.
But eventually, we came upon Highwater in my fortress, and we went down to see who there needed help, and we did help some people. And I happened upon the destroyed sections of the first and second layer, which were at that point almost completely submerged, except for a small bit of them because it fell on an angle, crashed down in there, and they jutted out. And I found this.
Oh no.
Oh, great. Oh.
And the rascal holds his hand out, and a shadowy figure begins to form and morph there. And the body of Darian Kipps, even more dead looking than Jayla, stands before you.
Absolutely not.
Him. I found him.
He was there.
And I was like, this is too great because I've got her and now I've got him. That's like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, and there's already 2, so that's just more efficient. So my proposed ideal here is New World, and we save both of your friends as well, and anyone else that you want to bring in. Within reason, we still need something to make the New World, but we can talk about who can come.
just spitballing. But really.
Okay, so I don't hate her because she's her, obviously. She can't pick to be reincarnated as Anne, but no, absolutely not. No, I still plan on murdering her at some point, because that's just what I want to do at this point. I don't even know if I really need to. It's all very complicated.
Not to speak for everyone, but that sounds like a deal breaker to me. I don't know about the rest of it.
One person, one stupid elf girl who happens to be the goddess, something that half of you don't even give a shit about.
I don't understand why you don't get it yet, man. It's not even about her, regardless of the deal breaker. So we don't trust you. Like, you can say all these fancy promises. You can tell us you can save your mother. Wonderful. It's great. None of that means anything coming from you. You can't promise me anything.
Well, that was what this was supposed to be. Was the olive branch. It was the repair of trust.
See,
you can't destroy trust that many times and repair it with some charade.
As someone
Trust is earned.
who spent a lot of his life being a liar and a cheat, people don't like to come back around.
Okay.
They know what you're doing.
And you want to do something and make peace. That's your plan.
More or less, yeah.
Okay. Well, then you can stop the encroaching horde and destroy them all. Every last one of the undead. And then we can have a conversation. But not before that.
Sure, obviously. So, my control over the beckonings is complicated. My fortress has been flying around and making pot shots here and there, but if it'll make it up to you, I can increase those. I can blast undead out of the water as fast as you want me to.
You could just stop summoning them in the first place.
But you know what?
At this point, the beckoning's happening. I'm not summoning them anymore. That's the world itself.
Okay, well, so we propose something you can't do. It's beyond you. You're not strong enough. Okay, then here's our other bargaining chip.
I'll be humble about that. I'm a humble man.
Great, fantastic.
Wonderful.
Then humble yourself even further. The other bargaining chip I think we'd all agree on is relinquish your power. Give up administrator rights.
Well, then I can't create C20 at that point.
We'll all do it together. We'll work with the system.
Yeah, you can tell
the
us
system
what to
will
do.
be able to.
Yeah, tell us what to do and we'll do it.
It's about trust, right?
So, the next person I believe in line who would get that ability would be our good buddy Gamar. Now, do you honestly believe if I were to just say, sure, power, gone, that
All right,
Gamar is going to listen to
Go
any
kill
of us?
Gamar.
We kill
Jordan.
Gamar. Beautiful. I'm glad someone fucking said it.
Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
we kill
Be great to do
Gamar.
that. I've been wanting to do that my whole life, so
We
not
kill
against
Gamar.
this plan.
Okay. And then it goes to the Duke.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably willing.
Quite
to listen to
frankly,
reason on
I'll
that.
be honest with you. This may hurt you, Braska, so you might want to sit down. We trust the Duke more than we trust you.
Man, he's an Archon too. Oof,
Well,
that
he's an
hurts.
Archon that throws a good party.
He's predictable.
Very.
You're not.
All right. So we give it to this Duke, an Archon, a reminder that all of the Archons have kind of set this all up. They've kind of all led us into this terrible situation. So let's just make the assumption here that absolute power corrupts absolutely. We give it back to the Duke. What if he doesn't agree with us?
All right, well then we'll. So what you're proposing is kill as many people as we possibly can until you're the only person who is left, and then you remake the entire world. Because you want us to you want us to kill someone. And we propose killing one person, and then we have to kill another, and another, and another. That's what murder. That's how murder works. That's how this whole thing works. That's how this whole thing's been set up to work by you and the other people. Is that we just keep killing each other, everybody, little people running around killing each other for your amusement. That's why it doesn't make sense. That's why I don't care what you have to say. That's why, at the end of the day, the only thing that can happen is you use your immense power to save everybody that's left. And then you relinquish that power back to the people in which you were protecting. Unless you can do that, it doesn't really matter what you have to say. Because all of your goals, your schemes, your plans, your witty little references, your hemorrhoids, all the things that you think make you special, they don't. And what's going to happen is just like every other person who has stepped up and tried to do whatever they wanted to do. I'm going to say the same thing to you that I said to all of these other people. These people are insane. These people next to me are literal crazy people.
Oh, yeah.
And for whatever reason, they will just eliminate you. But at the very least, I have a feeling that they'll do it for a good reason. And I'm asking you to stop before you get added to this list. You're not special, Braska. You're not the hero of this story. You're another character, and you will be eliminated. Please let me help you.
Maybe that's where we differ in a mindset. I'm not the main character, but I am the main character. All of this exists because of myself and the Archons And this is my hero story. And the hero story ends with C20 and then us all riding or flying, however we want to do it. We could take a submarine for all I care. There. And we arrive in this beautiful landscape and we create a society with no problems and no issues and everything is perfect. And at the end of the day, everybody loves everyone. They just happen to love me a little bit more.
There's the stinger.
So
I was waiting
lazy.
for it. Yeah.
Fix
It
what's
was coming.
broken. No, let's just reset. Big reset button. It's so lazy. Why don't
the
we
only way
stay
you
here
can
and
do it
fix
now.
it? It's not.
You've said it yourself. My reputation is destroyed at this point here. You know how
Right.
hard
So,
it would be
redeem
to
it
fix
it's
it?
too
here.
late. So it's too late for you. It's not too late for everybody else. Like you said, you're the main character. You're missing the point. What Jamie's trying to point out is you're not the main character. The main character is the person you're controlling standing next to you, Darian Kibbs. The main character, Jayla, standing next to you. Those are the main character. There are other people around you that you just dismiss as insignificant, that you puppet for a charade to get people to like or submit to you.
Are you all not insignificant? You're nothing but whatever you are. Built for whatever I am and a few other people.
And you just
So I'm being nice.
love to shine through all of your cracks.
I'm
every now and
being measurable because I am right now prepared to just blow all of you out of the water at this point.
Worked
But you
really
were
great for
always
you last
prepared
time.
to do that. You were always
Was I?
prepared to do that.
Because I haven't done it yet. Because maybe I like you guys. It's kind of like you're kind of like the NPC in a tabletop role-playing game that you meet right at the start of your journey. And they just keep reoccurring over and over again. And they're kind of dumb, and they're very goofy, and they say a lot of stupid shit. But you endear yourself to them, and you kind of adopt them like a little pet, and you watch them grow, and you watch them flourish, and you sometimes watch them get involved in crypto schemes, but in the end, you still love them.
I think you just described Joel, or maybe Meepo. It's one of those two. I don't remember if Joel's ever done any schemes.
That's you guys to me. That's why I'm being nice right now. Because would you want to kill Meepo? Or this Joel? Or any of the other little friends you've made along the way? Because they weren't doing what you wanted to do?
I don't really care what they do. That's, I think, the difference between us and you. We don't care what they're off doing. They can do whatever they want. That's their life to live. And that's the problem. We're not telling them how to live their life. We're not telling them, no, you must respect me and love me because that's what I want. We're telling them, do what you want, and if it aligns with my goals, great. We're happy, we'll shake hands, we'll be friends.
It's such a small thing to show love for another person. And you're acting like it's the hardest thing on the planet to do.
It is with you. It is with
really,
you.
You make it very hard.
Agree to disagree.
I'm
So-
lovable.
I assume
I'm very
I assume-
lovable, I'll have you know.
that we're at the impasse here. Basically, my instruction has been to just give up my everything I'm doing and
finally take a step
fade
back.
into obscurity, fade into nothingness. Maybe
That'd
even
be
die.
fantastic.
I don't know. Maybe that would be a stipulation.
You
I
don't?
don't know.
No, I don't
sir.
think you needing to die is necessary at all.
I mean, I'm kind of fine with it.
Ruma gives a look of disagreement.
I'm not gonna say
there
I'd
is
be
dissent.
upset if
There
that
is
happened.
dissent amongst
Well,
the
you know what? I wouldn't have had that on my bingo card. That I was the one who's like, hey, you don't need
No,
to die.
Dr.
No,
Gibbons Watts is not
Azrael,
saying that.
he
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
need. I agree. He doesn't need to. I'm not gonna be upset if he does. He doesn't need to. You know,
Seems
just
like he
needs to
wants to,
not
though.
have the ability to summon massive hordes of the undead.
No, he seems like he wants to, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know why you need this.
Yeah, we're running out of time, man. Like well,
People
I
are
guess
dying.
Yeah,
So-
the world is kind of exploding everywhere.
I'll-
Yeah, if you're gonna go through with your plan, if you are going to go through with your plan, I need you to do one thing for me before you do that.
What is that?
I need you to say the words, Dr. Jamie Lee Watts, do not save me. You need to say that, because then what happens next is on you.
Dr. Jamie
This is
Lee
your
Watts.
this is your do not resuscitate. This is
not
it.
Need to save me. But what
not need to. Don't need to. You're gonna say the words, Dr. Jamie Lee Watts, do not save me. Because what I need to do is none of your business.
Dr. Jamie Lee Watts. Pontiff Dr. Jamie Lee Watts.
Oh, throwing the pontiff in there.
Do not save me. Do not resuscitate me. Do not donate my organs to other people for research or to save their lives. Dig a hole. Throw me 50 feet into it. Piss on it. Light it on fire. Is that good enough for you?
You see Dr. Jamie Lee Watts like click the little box where he records people's stuff. And he puts it in his pocket and he just
Conscience clear.
turns around. He turns away and he just turns away and is like, he'll stand in the back and he'll just shake his head.
Man, you know what they say. Call an ambulance. But not for me.
Don't know what an ambulance is, for sure.
Is that what they say?
I've never heard anyone say that before.
At this point, Darian and Jayla and Braska, he kind of snaps his fingers, and you just see a deluge of different weapons, like these spectral weapons, just appear behind him in this like green energy, like haze. They're not physical weapons; they're like these magical projections. And yeah, I'm going to add everybody to the count.
Oh,
Just as a reminder, we did not get a rest from our last fight, so I'm a death's door.
Mission objective. Try to get out of this area alive.
Yep.
I don't know what
obvious.
thoughts I have used, and D&D Beyond must have done some like update, and all my stuff is unchecked. I'm just gonna get rid of a
They
couple
did
here
do.
and call it
There's like
there.
a bunch of notifications in the sidebar that they're like,
Yeah.
"This is a new."
There's
There
new
you
stuff.
go.
You
My
can check
stuff,
out.
my stuff is all updated. So
Mine's all good too,
I just don't remember what spells I use. I'm sorry.
All I do. Well, I play. That's all I do. I just go
how
on
many,
TTV
yeah, like how
on
many
and do
slots
stuff.
you've used and
I
stuff?
do know somebody was very upset with Roll20 that they like basically
Oh.
removed all of their
Yep.
buttons or whatever icons.
I believe for you, Matt, it's because I was controlling Ruma.
Ah.
And 'cause I don't think you were there, and I think I had control of Ruma. And I
That would make
don't
so much
remember
more
all of the
sense.
slots I used either, because it's been too long. It's been 2 months.
You know what? I'm just
I think you maybe had like 1 or 2 level 1
The
slots
bot just
left.
rejected your.
I was
input,
gonna say,
Ethan.
did the bot just stop
YouTube
supporting YouTube
videos
videos in the
are
middle of our
hilarious.
stream because one worked and now it's not working anymore?
That's interesting. Info. What's the info? Following a decision made by Discord to remove verification from bots which support YouTube playback, we can no longer provide this as. Did they just get hit in the middle of the stream? That's crazy.
Wow.
That would
Big
be
Brother
absolutely
YouTube is
That's
just
so funny.
hilarious.
Oh,
Their
Okay.
Big Brother YouTube must be big Elyssia stream.
At least they're
fans,
watching,
so-
yeah.
They
yeah,
love
yeah,
it.
thank you, YouTube,
Yeah,
for watching.
yeah,
at
they
least.
must love us.
I don't know how you found
All
out
right,
which
Brandon,
bot it
another
was, but you know,
sponsor. We're putting
Yeah,
YouTube
I'll-
on as another
I'll pull it
sponsor.
up.
For anyone interested, the track I just put in there is the one I was gonna play for this battle. Brendan, put it on for the stream.
Yeah, well, it's gonna take
Okay.
over main screen.
Visit site.
Oh, it's loud. There we go.
Put it on open.
I was trying to
Oh,
wait now.
whoop.
And then I gotta do math for spades.
We love math.
Yes,
Yeah.
math for space. Is there a way to
I have to roll
loop
initiative.
on YouTube?
If you right click in the
Oh, I did not
video,
do
the
good.
first option is to loop.
Yes, yeah, you can.
Thank you,
right-click
my
the
friend.
Actual video player and do that.
All right, I need initiatives from everyone.
I am in.
All right, we're back into it, and I'm ready to poop my pants.
Well, good news is,
Hey,
or I guess the bad news is, I have no more warlock slots. The good news, I still have all of my bard slots.
I don't remember if my my voice cracked. Sorry, I don't remember if my magical potion bottle is full or not.
Ooh,
Didn't mark that
I don't
down.
remember
I-
either.
I don't
You
know.
guys had a pretty rough battle against Nim, who's
Yeah.
I should mention too, his corpse is weird, not corpse, but his deactivated body is
Yeah, he's
weird.
right
So
Xanthar's
I just
carrying
tried-
him.
It
with
is.
his
I just
frail
tried to
body.
enter my initiative into Darien. If that's not a little Borderline
Foreshadow.
I don't know what it is.
That's also effed, by the way. Thanks a lot for that, Ethan. That's
well,
effed.
You know,
me.
Effed in
Come
the
on.
A.
you know, and here
All
I
right,
thought
no, I just need you.
me having the bouncer have D Kips emblazoned on his back was, you know, was the last we'd ever see of Darian. No, he's back.
Yeah, you're right there. Ruma's
You're
never
right.
seen him before.
That's true.
Yeah, no, he's
This is
like,
Ruma's first time
okay.
meeting him.
It's just a guy.
It's just
Nick,
this
I
weird
need- Nick, I
undead
need you to
dude.
answer for Sentinel.
Ruma just goes for a handshake.
Stop playing Lorcana.
No, I am not. I was reading all of my
Yes!
things.
Oh,
Marvel
yeah.
Snap. We love it. We're back,
Marvel
baby.
Snap.
I said we're back, and I mean it.
Yeah.
We're back
All
in
the
full
way.
swing.
Oh,
There went the bot.
Bye
I'll do the
bye.
bot, yeah.
I had the
You were
music
such a
going, so I
good
was super
guy.
confused, and then I remembered the bot died.
Yeah.
What is your familiar's? Oh, it's Dax. It's got to be higher than Jayla's.
It is 15, I believe. Yeah, 15.
All right, yours is definitely higher than Jayla's, so that will stay. Azriel, what is yours? 'Cause you're tied with-
My dex is 20, so +5.
His is also 20.
Rollies. Rollies. Let's go for
Oh,
I,
Rollies,
honestly, I
rollies.
don't remember the actual.
Ooh,
related
what'd you roll?
class.
That is a 12.
A 19.
Dang.
He's going first.
All right.
All right. So you see Peter, he kind of even hovers a little bit as he like gets into like his battle mode. His weapons are all kind of shot out.
Sure.
And he is going to make 3 attacks. He will actually back up
Oh,
and
Ruma, what is your aura?
Ooh,
It
yeah.
is not.
Is
Everybody
it
did
initiative?
it except for Dr. Watts.
Well,
Yeah,
I had
what
moved
does
back
it
behind
provide?
it.
Does it provide initiative?
Oh,
I don't remember
I
for
don't-
Vengeance Paladin.
I think so. Let me double check.
Because that actually would give Azriel, and I also have to buff everyone, or buff mine up, because I didn't include that. I forgot
It's
about
never in the spot I remember it being.
Yeah, it's in a weird spot. I do remember that. I can also look real quick.
Yeah, man, I don't have a lot
Aura
of stuff.
protection, +4 bonus to all saving throws. No.
Saving throws, and
Yeah.
then I think it's yeah. I thought you had the other one.
No, I have
Oh, it's
aura
the
for
frightened
people-
one. Yeah, we can't
yeah,
be
people
frightened,
can't
and
be
then we
frightened
get saving.
when
Okay,
they're
yep. Sorry, you're good.
so what does it do?
It's bonus to saving throws, and we can't be frightened in the aura.
All right. So
I didn't remember who was
Braska kinda-
initiative or not.
So
We're good.
Braska kind of backs up slightly, and he just unleashes 3 of his blades just come flying at you. It is a long sword, a great axe, and a short sword that come darting out at you guys. Azriel, you're going to take his first attack of the long sword.
Sure.
That is going to be a 17.
That misses.
All right, then the great axe.
Yeesh.
I can't math. 24.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right, so the great axe is a 1d12,
That it is.
which is going to be 10 slashing damage.
Sure.
And then you are also going to take some radiant, if I can find another die here. There it is. And then you are also going to take 10 radiant damage.
All right, so I'm gonna uncanny dodge, so I take half of both of those for a full 10.
Yep.
So I don't go down.
And his third attack, a short sword, is going to go at you then. So he just,
Okay.
these blades just swarmed you.
Sure.
That is
Ugh.
going to be a 32.
Oh, that
Oh,
certainly
yeah.
hits.
No, that one
Yeah.
misses actually. The 24 does, but the 34 it's a
So
range.
it's going to be 10 slashing damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
And, oh, no, that's a d20, not a d12. I was like, oh, damn. And 15 radiant damage.
Yeah, I'm out. I am
Yeah, you're
unconscious.
good. Yeah, you are super down.
Mm.
That is Braska's
You're unconscious
entire-
or dying?
I am
Uh,
unconscious.
My friend
He'll have to make a death save on his
Okay.
turn,
Yep,
which is
which
fine.
is right now.
So, Azriel, I need a death save from you.
That is a natural 20 for. So
That'll
my
put you
up-
at 1
yeah,
health.
you were up. Yeah, you were on.
Yeah,
one.
you were up at 1 health.
Unfortunately, that is the end of your turn, though.
Yeah,
Yep,
but
that's
still,
good.
it
Azriel's just gonna. Azriel's from the ground is just gonna. Brass and go. Is that all you got?
I'm dying.
He dies.
Does
and then
the
comes back.
Undertaker
It's
sit
this is
up?
a normal Tuesday for me. I just I get knocked out all the time.
All
I'm
I
a
do is
freaking ghost.
All right, rock on. So you said that one of Meepo's dragons is parked out here somewhere?
Yes.
Well.
Yes.
Oh, he didn't mention it in the conversation because it didn't quite come up, but they like beat the heck out of the dragon. It's still alive and can take you out, but that's why they got in here.
Oh, damn.
Rock on. Well.
Pikachu used Thunder Smash.
That's what I was
Thank
thinking.
you. Hit him with a ball.
Well,
Lightning!
Ruma doesn't personally know Darien.
That's true.
He has no qualms smacking him with a hammer, but as the guy who has played both characters,
You,
this
the
feels
player,
wrong.
have many
Do
qualms
it.
smacking him.
Okay. I mean, the strategy here is we definitely want to just hightail it out, right?
Yeah, we just want to leave.
Look,
I'm gonna,
the DM literally said, mission
Objective,
is
get
get out
out.
of here.
all right, I'm gonna
This
go.
is not an
move
objective survival. This
If
is
you
an
guys
objective
somehow
leave.
won this battle, I am so bad at creating powerful enemies, I will never DM again.
I mean, you know, you can't account
Let's
for
beat 'em
all
up.
of us only
I say
rolling
we
nat
beat 'em
20s
up.
for the entire encounter, you know?
The guy literally rolled a 36. Like,
I say
We're
we
We
beat
get
him.
Thok in
not
here,
gonna do
baby.
it.
Thok
Yeah, we
is
got
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
when he
might
was in
actually
his
be able to
20.
survive for a good while.
True. All right, I'm gonna get
Take down
in
Tiamat.
range of these two homies, so at least
Yeah.
maybe opportunity of attack. Make sure I'm gonna use a bonus action, Shield of Faith. I have the icon up, but I'm making sure it's stated.
So I
We
think
gotta put that out there.
Yeah, let's do it.
I doubt
Or
it's
rolling
still
once.
in effect from before because it
Yeah.
only lasts 10 minutes. So,
Yeah, it's probably over.
all right, and then I'm looking for like a good utility spell here. Ooh.
If your bonus action, Shield of Faith, you cannot cast another spell.
You
That
should
is
use
true.
banishment. Banish him out of here.
You can cast a cantrip.
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
cantrip, but you're a
I don't have
paladin,
any
so you don't have those.
Here's the bit. Here's the bit, and I don't think any of you guys saw this coming whatsoever.
I didn't.
I'm gonna try to hit Braska with my hammer.
Oh, well, you
Okay.
know what?
For it. Yeah.
I wasn't. I did not see that.
Hammer
So-
time.
Nobody
Yeah.
thought I was coming. All right, we're going for the hit ski on
Smash
Braska.
that hemorrhoid.
Here's your preparation.
Mage.
Ruma.
Ah! Preparation H, because it's a hammer.
Preparation hammer.
Dirty 20 to hit.
You smash his armor and your hammer literally sinks into his armor and it does nothing. He just looks down at it.
Cool.
No
I'm going
damage.
for damage anyway. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
cool,
slamming a
Attack
smite.
fails.
Well, Ruma seeing that is gonna take his other attack and hit Darien with it, I guess.
Alright, you just spin around and
yeah.
smoke Darien.
We're gonna go for the one shot on Darien because I learned by playing Baldur's Gate you can. Oh no, I already used a spell. You can stack your spell smite with your normal
Yes.
smite on one attack.
Yeah, you can stack those. But you can still smite.
Oh,
It'll do a bunch.
is Darien still fucking cracked? Because I just got a 17 to hit.
That will miss. He will deflect or attack.
Oh yeah, he's cracked. He's still cracked, guys.
Okay.
All right, that's gonna be my action.
This is it, boys.
yeah, thanks for
This is it.
Hey, thank you all for tuning in to Elyssia. It's,
Didn't tell you it's the final session, everyone. You
We
lose.
talk some mad shit, but we out. We out.
Yeah,
guys.
we-
The
it-
10
we are
hour
peacing
session
out,
starts here.
Now we're
It is
starting.
time
Our
to die.
plan was to immediately kill him. We have other things to do.
Yeah.
We do. I don't know
But
what
when
it
the
is.
opportunity presents itself,
Yeah.
He's running around. He's saying
like
a lot. He's
Eminem
talking
says,
a
when
lot
you
of
have one shot, you got to take your
Yeah, you
chance.
gotta take a chance.
stuff.
I
One
love that he
shot,
said
one
that at the
opportunity.
game yesterday.
Darby, before you go, Jayla's
Yeah.
gonna take a legendary action against
Oh,
you,
Jayla's the one
Or-
taking
Oh,
it.
they're all bosses.
and she's gonna. Oh, let me move her. You know what? Screw it. Oh, she doesn't need to take an op. She's still in Sentinel's range, so she's just gonna
Yes.
move there. That is her legendary action. It's your turn, Darien.
I am
Make it
not
hard for
there.
you to move.
I mean, Darby. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
It's okay. It's been a
Good
while.
once.
It
You're
has-
good,
it has
man.
Fair,
been a
my name
minute.
in Discord has been Darien Kipp since the start of this campaign,
Yeah.
and we haven't changed it because of the formatting. So just,
Yeah.
just so
Same
the
with-
audience is
Yeah,
aware.
it makes my life a
Same
little bit
with,
easier.
No, you're still Prince Zeph, yeah?
Yeah,
Yep.
you're still
He
Prince.
is.
Surprise! Guess who's coming into this base?
And then Prince of Orange showed up out of nowhere. with a steel chair.
In his brand new ship.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you forget that he's like.
He's got a giant,
His
massive
brand new Toyota
Mondo.
Corolla. Prince of Foreign.
There's an
He shows up in like a
power.
really tacky suit, and he's a car salesman.
Yup.
Yep.
He slaps
All right,
the
Darby.
Darby.
What's your stuff today?
Ooh, Toyota Corollas.
I feel like an Eldritch Blast is coming on.
Yeah.
I feel like an
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
Just hightail it.
No, I will use my action.
Oh, do you need me to shoot you so you can dimension door?
I still have. Actually, I think I probably spent that one already.
Isn't it Misty Step?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's
The
just,
Misty Door's so much better. Boom. All right, give me 10 minutes.
I do have my one long rest Misty Step still. I never used that one, but I did use my
I still have
reaction
one of
one,
that.
so I don't have
Just
that.
shoot you.
Main action.
I love it.
I will Eldritch Blast firing at Jayla.
That's a disadvantage.
I know. But if it hits, she will be out
It's
of my range and I
advantage.
won't have to worry about it. Ooh, that's actually not terrible. That is a 22 to hit.
It bounces off of her armor. She takes no damage.
Oh my god.
Ooh, okay. Well, I will
It's
fire the
zoom
second
time,
one.
boys.
It's been real.
Yeah, that's
gentlemen.
the same roll actually. That's still 22.
It just
Wow,
dissipates.
disadvantage? That's great.
Yeah.
That's
25
actually really impressive.
on that one.
25?
Yeah, 25.
Holy smokes.
That will
Yeah,
hit her. The
crazy.
final one blasts through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
buddy.
a 12 and a 13, a 12 and a 13, and then a 15 and a 17.
Way to go,
Wow.
man.
I gotta roll my damage on that.
Where'd you buy those dice?
It's Amazon
The
probably.
weighted
I've had these for a while.
dice.com.
Yeah.
That
the school
is
of Thok dice. Ones and
8
20s,
plus
baby. Ones and
5
20s.
is
He's just flipping a coin.
13 force, and then I am 100% gonna shove her back 10 feet.
All right, she goes back. She takes the force, but
And because it's forced movement, he doesn't get an opportunity.
There are no
Sentinel
opportunities
doesn't get an
yes,
Correct.
yes, it is force movement. But I am no longer in range of her, so I can move freely. Unfortunately, I don't know where to move. So I gotta go like I got 30 feet of movement still. I don't want to get like that close. I will. Oh, yeah, you gotta swap those. I will go 30 feet to here.
Wait, isn't that the way we?
Don't
we wanna go
We
the
want to
other
go
way?
this
South.
way. Yes,
Oh,
we're,
we wanna
we're
go.
going south. We came from the north
Oh, yeah.
because we're leaving.
We are
that
the
place.
North, baby.
Yeah.
King of the North.
Bonus action. Let's do bonus
It's out of love. It's out of love.
action.
I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say about that.
I will
Someone's
Turn
not
to
getting
Ruma.
healed, is all I'm saying.
pull out my deck of cards, start shuffling them up, and then pull out a card and ask Ruma if that is his card.
is that your card, Ruma?
Yes.
That's why you shouldn't play Marvel Snap in my
Are-
game.
Are you very questioning response? Are you sure that's your card?
Yes.
Okay. You have
No.
Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
No.
It is
Wait,
a
if he said
D6.
no, does he not get the Bardic Inspiration?
No, if he said
It's a
no,
food delivery.
no,
I'll
it-
take some of that.
Oh, yes.
I'll take some of those.
No,
Take
you
out?
get none of this.
I will be honest. If he said no, I would have said check your pockets, and then he would have pulled out the correct card.
Say hi, Sarah.
Hi.
You're on screen.
But yeah, you have Bardic Inspiration. It's a D6. And I believe
Anything else for you, Darby?
I go.
that should be it. You can use it on
Gonna
ability
get
check, attack, roll, or saving throw. You get a D6 on whatever you want.
We're gonna get a legendary action from Darian Kipps. He's gonna make an attack against Ruma
No.
with his great sword. That is a 19 to hit.
I'm the better PC.
Just blocks it. Darby, you're familiar. It's Spade's turn.
Spades cannot attack. Because I
You're
did
the
not-
better personal computer.
Yeah,
At
I'm
this
not a
point,
Mac.
yes.
Spades
The character
will
of Roma.
spend 5 feet of movement. come up to Sentinel, sprinkle a bunch of wonderful fairy dust all over Sentinel. You feel a little bit of extra luck, and you have the help action.
Nice.
And then Spades has 60 feet of flight, so that was 5. 10, 20, 40, 50.
Spades eats himself
60.
out.
So Spades is just fluttering out.
Spades is by the dragon. It's patting him up. It's trying to wake it up because it's a little loopy from getting thrashed by Braska.
It's telepathically telling the dragon, wake up, with
You
its
just muted
simple
Brendan.
idea. What?
No, I hear Brendan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brendan.
Can anyone hear Brendan?
Yeah, we all can.
hear
I
Brendan.
can't hear any of you guys now. What the heck?
Ooh.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Technical difficulties in the combat. Let's go.
Not
One
now.
second. Someone talk. I literally can't hear
We,
anyone.
hello.
We've
Oh
all,
my
we're all
gosh.
talking.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
if,
no.
if any good computer
Hello?
companies want to sponsor the stream,
Yeah, we'll, just to not deal with the broken layout, we'll
our
send
DM
that
could
one.
use the help.
Yeah. By all
You'll be
means.
in good company.
Hello,
We have
hello.
scripters now.
Do you have one
We
of
can
those
see
fun
you.
technical difficulty screensavers for the stream?
I don't have a technical difficulties one.
Yeah, I can't hear any of you guys.
It was
now.
like, we'll be right back
Oh,
after
God.
these messages.
No, for D&D, I just use the welcome to Elyssia. We can.
What I'm hearing is that we all get crits.
It should be coming.
That's all I am
And
also
you're all
hearing.
back. And
Okay.
you're all back.
Oh, there we go.
Well,
Nice.
while you were gone, Ethan, we all rolled 40 different critical hits on
Yeah, it was
Braska.
great. It was
perfect.
wild.
Braska,
Perfect.
he's dead. We don't know how much
He's
HP,
dead.
but he's dead. We've just decided that he's dead.
Perfect.
The
Okay.
stream heard it.
So,
Yeah,
so
stream is here.
Spades is now, he's kind of attending to the dragon, which Braska, again, it wasn't stated, but Braska kept it alive because it's cool. Why would I kill it? It's just cool.
I mean, I get that.
There were
That is
so many
exactly-
other people who were cool.
Yeah, not like a dragon, though.
True.
Spades, your turn is done, I'm assuming?
That is it for Spades.
You can remove him from the board, Brendan. He's escaped.
I'm gonna leave him there in case he needs to come back.
Sounds good.
Because he does have 60 feet in movement. He can fly in and out pretty quickly.
All right, it's Jayla's turn. She
But he's
takes her
from the dragon.
sword, sinks it into the ground, and Sentinel, a massive blast of red strikes you. That is going to be a 32 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Goodness me.
Yeah. Good luck with that one.
All right, Sentinel, you're going to take.
Why wasn't she ever this good when she was such a
Right?
Sentinel, you're going to take
Come
10
on.
slashing damage,
Come
and
on.
you're going to take
48 necrotic.
possibly
Oh god.
not that much. It won't be that much, but
47.
You know, I know she's dead and everything.
And
but,
a
like,
half. 47 and a half.
47 and a half. Round it up though to 48.
14 necrotic
Okay.
damage.
Ah, okay.
That's still a lot though.
Also, after that happens, you see Jayla's armor glow.
Oh, that can't be good.
Yeah, that's always a good sign.
Fantastic.
And she's going
Love
to
that
go
for us.
here. Sentinel.
And then she reverts to our side.
No, unfortunately not.
Her armor glows, and then she's like, "You guys are my friends!" And then attacks Braska and kills
The
him
power of friendship.
through the power.
Yeah.
Of love.
I hope you guys are all enjoying your end game bosses all in one
Yeah, this is
battle.
Yeah,
This is it.
I'm
Well,
scared.
no, we're gonna convert Darian and Jayla to our side. They ain't endgame boss.
They're just kind of dead.
I did consider
Okay.
casting Charm Person, but I feel like it's probably not going to do anything.
They have plus 80 to their saving throws. I
Yeah.
saw the stat sheet.
I'm
And
going
even
to
if not, they're just gonna legendary resistance it, I'm sure.
I'm going to shove J-Lo.
Okay.
27.
It's just a strength, if I remember right.
Yep.
Did you roll with advantage, Sentinel?
No.
Doesn't need to. She got a 17.
Okay.
All
Nice,
right.
bud.
Because you had the help action, so you can use that.
So she's gonna move what? 10 feet?
Yep.
5 feet.
5 feet. So Sentinel, you
Yeah,
just
shove it
bash
five.
into her. Jayla kind of gets bumped back a little bit.
Good old Sentinel.
Sweet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
He leaves Arthur
Says it
laying on the
leaves
ground.
Azrael on the ground.
You're alive.
Yes, but I am not standing. I'm literally laying on the ground.
It's a good doctor with you.
The doctor wants us here. I'm here.
Azrael, on your next turn, you gotta run towards me. I promise.
I have to get up first. I'm gonna lose half my movement.
That's
You can
true.
Well,
get
I don't
there.
have another action to do anything. I shoved J-Lo.
That's
15
true.
feet. It's
Oh,
10
true.
feet. You-
Yeah, you wouldn't have been an object interaction.
So
You're a
why
little
would I
large,
stand
but
there
not.
with no action?
That's right. Yeah. Why
You would have
would you
picked
save
him up
your
and
friend?
taken the op.
Yeah.
It's
all good.
Well, yeah. I
No
could've.
worries. Don't worry about it.
No,
I'm not worth
we're
it.
just
Don't
harassing
worry
you.
about it.
I'm
So,
not
Sino, you-
worth the
You've
color.
escaped. I'm just for the sake of the game.
Okay.
You've escaped. So that is your turn. Before Darian goes, Braska's going to take his legendary action. He's going to aim for. Oh, interesting. His ranged attacks are now going to be a disadvantage because of Ruma, but he's still going to attack Darby with his Throne of Blades, and a Maul is going to come at you,
Ooh, fun.
Darby.
Those don't get
So this is
Darth
a
Maul?
disadvantage.
Darth Maul?
Which Maul?
19 to hit you.
I think
burns
that does
one.
it. That does it.
Hey, I
Alright.
tried.
Hey, you
You're going
gave him
to take-
disadvantage.
Yes, that was disadvantage. I
Yeah,
rolled
that's-
a.
that's good enough.
I rolled the roll I rolled was a 4.
Ah, fun.
That is going to be 10 bludgeoning.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Keep notes here, guys. This is what you get to deal with later. This is
Yeah,
your
good old-
moment.
good old plus 15
to
on the
learn.
roll. Love to hear that.
And you're going to take 19 radiant or force,
Ooh.
excuse me.
Oh, and it's force too. Fun.
Yes, it's not radiance force. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You're- Here comes the dagger, Darby.
Oh, I was doing multiple. Fun.
Yeah,
no,
I
it's
got hit with
legendary.
3 of them.
I'm
so-
sorry. It is his legendary. It is just 1.
Okay.
You are correct. I thought it was his turn. Thank you
No,
for saying that.
It is there.
You are good. However, it's Darian's turn, and Darian is just going to thrash on you, Ruma. He's
He
going to make
tried.
4 attacks against you.
How come Darren didn't have 4 attacks when he was on us?
I think he might
19?
have.
I
Missed.
don't know if he did.
He was too busy hitting us, his teammates. But
That's true.
just another attack.
27.
That'll hit.
Yeah,
Honestly, not by that much. It only hit by 3.
yeah it was like,
18 slashing damage.
Ouch.
This is the
Ethan's
second-
like, I gotta make a character that's equivalent to a Tarask just to hit
Yeah.
Ruma.
do make your saving throw and shield of faith. You do have Bardic.
yeah.
Draw it.
You're
Also,
trying to
the
beat
third
10.
one will miss as well.
Con. I got it.
You have Bardic if you need it.
I don't need it.
Oh yeah, you're
yet.
good. I mean, your con save's
Alright,
huge, so I'm
The
sure
third
you're
one
fine.
was an 18, so it'll miss. This is the last attack. And I rolled a 4, so he missed all the other ones except that one.
Ruma beefy.
Yeah, Ruma do be beefy.
Let's see, can he do anything else of interest? Oh, I could have done that. Oh well. Oh no, he hasn't been attacked yet. Nope, he's gonna. Oh no, he'll move down and stand his ground. Dr. Watts, you are next.
Jamie Lee.
Jamie Lee Pontiff,
Okay.
Dr. Pontiff.
Here we go. A bunch
Doctor,
of different
doctor,
things happen
Dr.
all at
Pontiff,
once.
Dr. Pontiff.
Number 1, he's going to cast science
Yes,
at second level.
There's not even an attempt to fuck. He
Yeah.
cast science.
I mean, it's been a minute, you know.
Unless
Unless you have like all of your descriptions written down on Roll20 somewhere, like somewhere.
Yeah, no.
you know?
So it's what we're doing.
It's just cast science. We'll figure it out later. We'll remember.
I think. Oh yeah, because it's a grappling hook. So he is going to
Yep.
hit Azrael with thing. If you want to save against this, I guess you can roll.
No,
But
I'll take it.
thing
Yeah,
is
you can-
going to move you 90
you
feet away from where you are, over to where Sentinel is.
Ooh,
you just-
sweet.
Yeah, you just see his grappling hook blast out, smoke
Yep.
you, Azrael, and then fly out of the cave.
I'm imagining it's one of those grappling hooks. Instead of it being like the claws, it's like one of those things that pierces it and then extends it just like straight through my shoulder.
Yeah, like there you go. Hey, you're good. I'll fix that later.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wait,
You're-
is Azrael at
was
1
that the
HP
ghost
still?
arm? Are we good?
He is.
Yeah.
He has 1 hit point.
Yeah, he's on
Does
one.
that do
inch.
damage? Does he go down as a
No.
result of?
No,
Oh,
Absolutely not.
I was
No,
just
because I'm a
thematically
good
joking.
doctor. I hit
It
him
went
in the
through my
one place-
ghost arm. It went
Yeah,
through my ghost
Yep.
arm.
That was the ghost
Ah,
side,
that's
right?
what it
Okay.
That's what it was.
that's my action. I'll make sure I mark that.
Oh god.
Thank you.
And
by the way.
then, yes.
Thank you.
Then for my bonus action, I'm gonna drink
coming through right
my.
I do know healing
thing.
word now. If we've forgotten as well.
I'm gonna drink my thing.
Oh.
So
I'm
then
a
we
bard.
are now
Yeah.
hasteted.
So I
Oh,
can,
there you go.
I can help bring people up when it's needed.
And by people, you mean
And
me.
yeah,
Yeah, well, yeah. You
I have
every
an-
time you go down.
80-foot movement speed, which is
If
actually
you
with
didn't,
a
if you
dash
didn't get to
is
that 20, I was going to healing word
160.
you to bring you up.
You will easily get out of the cave if you book it.
I know, but I'm trying to think because I still have an object interaction that I
Oh,
can
no,
use.
something else.
Mm-hmm.
Ruma is hurting pretty bad, and he is.
Yeah.
In the middle of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
But don't worry, I'm going to run back into the fray.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
One
It's
hit
Ruma. What's the worst that
I
could
can
happen?
see.
I think I know what I'm
Fine.
going to try to do.
Ruma puts on his
Um,
sunglasses.
I am going to.
It's the anime glow.
I'm gonna do. Can I do something? I'm gonna try to do something silly.
I love silly.
Because tiny
That's like
is a thing. Because tiny is a thing. Ooh, but then you're all by yourself, Darby, and you'll die.
I
more
mean,
than
if
Ruma
I
will.
don't go down, I do still have my Misty Step available.
Oh yeah, you can teleport.
Yeah,
Cool.
my actual
I'm
Misty
gonna
Step. I
run
don't have
over
my,
to
I
my
can only
reaction.
shoot him, too. I can
I
shoot him.
do not have that
Ruma.
one available.
I am going to.
I wish I did though right now because that would
Just
be
use
shoot
my
very
him in the
object interaction to give Ruma the
disappear.
potion. Well, actually not a potion. It's the
It's the
cake.
pixie
It's the
cupcakes or whatever,
pixie
right?
cupcake that I've been holding
Yeah,
on to.
it comes back.
Yes,
Oh,
baby.
always
Yes.
Pigs.
I love this.
I guess
Called-
Ruma
yeah.
could fight me doing this, but it would make you a small, like a tiny, which would
I
should
love-
be able to pick
I
you
love
up.
the image of Jamie coming up behind Ruma, like he's got chloroform and just shoved this cupcake in Ruma's mouth and makes him
That's
small.
what we're gonna say
I
is
mean,
happening.
I'd say you could force feed him if you wanted to.
I have really great sleight of hand.
That's true.
I think it's great. I love it. You just see this guy run up, just jam a cupcake in the mouth of a fighting guy.
And now
Spread.
you are a pixie,
You are the
And
size
I'm-
of a pixie now.
which I think I could take in my hand,
Yep.
So they are tiny.
and then I will run back around and out of here because I have 160 movement.
And Ruma, you are with them. Braska just kind of like you guys run out. And he just looks back at you, Darby, and is just like, "They really hate you, don't you?"
I can only help one.
Ruma's
He's
protesting,
tied up
but his
with other
voice is
things,
just
you
so
know.
small.
There's only so much we can do.
Just like Ace Ventura sneaking out on the
I'm-
jogger.
I'm typically left to my own devices, you know.
Oh, shit.
Liar,
Are you
cheater,
about to get
whole thing.
Melted?
Oh yeah, no, I'm
Oh,
about
yeah.
to get absolutely blasted. I'm probably gonna
Yeah.
go down.
Also,
screw it.
Ruma, you have 30 feet of flight speed for 1 hour. You're actually this way.
There you
for an hour.
go.
Rock on.
You have to be a chloroformed.
Okay.
All right. Are you all set, Dr. Watts?
That's everything. That's movement. That's everything.
All right.
Sleepy time.
It's Peter's turn, but we're gonna take a 5-minute break because the DM
Oh.
needs to use the little boys' room.
Yeah.
Nice. I also
5-minute
need-
break.
Yeah,
Go
perfect.
check on the
Lions.
Tampa Philly game.
Oh yeah, next opponents. Go Lions.
Yeah, what is.
Flying.
Tampa Bay's killing them.
We'll be back in 5 minutes.
We're back. I think.
Yeah, we're
Yep.
back.
Hi.
Hello.
And
Oh,
so-
that's good.
So we're all on the dragon except for Darby. So we're just gonna.
yeah,
take
he was about
off.
to get. He's
We're
about
just
to
gonna
get.
leave.
I'm about to get
smoked by
absolutely
Peter.
smoked and get dropped.
All right. So Braska just looks at you and he just kind of laughs and he just launches the 3 weapons at you, Darby, starting with the dagger.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Huge.
Wow, that was a terrible roll. 18.
That's what you like. to
Yeah,
hear.
that hits. That's one over.
That still hits. Wow, you're in trouble, Darby.
Uh-huh.
That is going to be 8 on the. Oh wait, no, I'm the dagger. I'm sorry. Yeah, 8 on the dagger, and then 9 on the force.
Yep.
After that, it's a sickle.
Wow, those
Oh,
don't get
these are-
those
these are
never
right.
get you. You're just going
I
through the whole
have,
catalog.
I have also confirmed from the upstairs crew that Philly does look as bad as the score.
27.
Oh yeah, no, that definitely hits. Yeah. For sure, for sure.
That's gonna be 10.
Good luck, Darby. Good
Flashing.
luck.
Wow, that did more.
Where's my other D12? There it is.
I mean, you know.
Wow, I'm rolling really bad on 12. 6 force.
Okay. I'm
And then
still
the
up.
battle axe. The
Oh,
last
yeah.
of the 3.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
You got it, Darby.
Oh
Take it on the chin.
Natural 20.
yeah, I'm going down.
Have fun. Have fun in the afterlife, bud.
We got
Dr. Ron,
in
save me.
remembrance of you. Pour one out for the boys.
You know, not all of us could make it to the end.
Yeah,
you
he
know?
just happened to get out on the first session back, but
Yeah, it's okay. I've got like
You're the
15
streamer,
characters
so
in
you're
the
sticking
backlog.
with
We've still got Arby. We've still got Arby.
Arby's dead.
Yeah.
He's
Arby.
long.
We still got the meats. We still have the meats. Oh no, he dissolved. forever ago.
16 on the slashing.
Yeah, I'm already down on that.
And then the other one is
should
going
be
to
fine.
be
but does it outright kill?
No.
what? No, it's not going to. It's
dang it.
15. 15. Even that was really bad. Darby is down.
That force damage would have had to do like 116 or something to actually outright kill me. But I am down.
Darby is down. Azrael, what's your decision?
It's all on
Alright.
you.
Hold on. Okay. So
I'm at the end, so y'all gotta
Yeah,
figure this
he
out.
goes last.
So how this was gonna work initially is I was gonna skip everyone else's turn because they're technically gone. So at this point, I am giving you all a collective turn here to decide what you want to do.
Okay. So
Do you happen to have a second level slot still, Dr. Watts, or did you use it? Okay. Okay.
It's a collective turn
I
right
do.
now.
I am going to hold until Dr. Watts gives me haste.
Who?
Ooh, I can't.
I don't even need to ask.
You
Sentinel.
can't?
My potion only works on me.
Oh shit.
Yeah. The haste
Alright.
wasn't really for him.
Guys, I got this.
If Dr. Watts has a second level slot, he can just
I need you to
pull me out.
yeet me like a football at Darby, and then when I'm there and I'm within 5 feet, I'm gonna dimension door us back.
That works.
All
'Cause
right.
if I run, I can get all the way to Darby, pick him up, and get all the way here. But then I'm done. I have 1 health. and I'm gonna be
I
holding
can
him.
100% get him, but I like the fastball special.
The fastball special. Because you are still the size of a pixie. You are
Just letting
tiny.
you all know that I have multiple ways to get Darby as of right now, but I like this better. So
Flash.
let's roll it.
Just Sentinel, chuck him as hard as you can.
Because he is tiny.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is the size. You
yeah,
also
he's
have
a
a flight
pixie.
speed. Yeah,
There
you
is
got
no-
a 30
he's
30 foot
30
flight
flight
speed to
speed.
correct, too.
He's a
But
pixie for an hour.
As Blood
so might
Bowl
as well make
rules
that happen.
state, because Sentinel will be throwing me over
He
Darby.
has a
in-
chance to intercept.
Yeah,
You
That's
cannot
a
intercept a thrown
let's
teammate.
roll the
You can't.
d6.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
Raska,
can't
this is
intercept-
reaction to
a
intercept.
teammate.
Oh, that's great. That's funny.
All right. Do I have a check with this?
I don't know.
That's a DM.
So what are we doing here? We're throwing
Sentinel is
throwing the
throwing
pixie.
Ruma to me.
Oh,
So
I'm
he can cast
tiny.
Dimension Door
give me an
and pull us
athletics roll,
out.
Sentinel. Let's see how well you throw.
Yeet,
Which
yeet,
Ruma does have
yeet.
30 feet of flying. He can kind of
25.
course correct.
Excellent throws to Sentinel. You literally pick Ruma up in your beak. Because you didn't rage. You eat him, and you just go. And you just spit him out as hard as you can, and you just see this completely saliva-soaked Ruma just tumbling forward through the air as he flies and
There's-
pops.
There's also
And
the slightest little vomit stream following in like a swirl.
Oh no.
You see him bop into Darby. You just feel this little like wet like loogie hit you in the forehead.
Darby's
Oh.
unconscious. Darby doesn't feel
Yeah.
anything.
He feels it. He
dreamt
feels
it.
the
He
loogie.
dreamt
That is.
No, I'll
Ruma.
wake up and I'll know something hit
He
me.
actually loses a death save from the damage of Ruma hitting him.
From the 1d4 of getting spit on damage.
And then I will cast Dimension Door on myself and Darby, so long as he's not carrying more than his carry capacity. And, we're just
I think I'm okay on that one.
and then we're gonna boop right back over to the homies because it's got a 500-foot range.
Congratulations, you guys have successfully
And I know
got out
Doctor
of
wants to bring me back up.
got out of the cave.
You can bring me up while we're leaving. It's fine.
So obviously all this is happening like very quickly within 6 seconds of each other. So as you're all like sprinting out, Sentinel spitting Ruma out into the thing, gets the dimension door, gets out there. Xanthro, Meepo, Ezra, they're right on your guys' tail. They're coming right out with you. Spades has kind of gotten Battlecluse like back up and functional. You're like literally hoisting yourselves up onto this dragon as you're all escaping them. And Braska turns. He kind of just looks at the group as the rest of you are charging the dragon and just goes, I don't think so. And he yeets one of his swords straight at you, and it strikes Meepo right in the back.
No.
Ethan! Why?
He's the Drangler. We can't fly this dragon without him. I'm still unconscious, probably.
Oh yeah.
Not
Unless Dr.
Meepo.
wants to stabilize me, but
And I do
Is
something?
Meepo out?
He's down. He got hit with a holy
I was bringing
sword.
back. I was bringing back.
Well, I
With-
say he's down. He's down on the ground.
Oh, he's back on the ground.
As we're flying away.
Oh, okay.
No, so
well then-
he was hit before you guys took off. So you were
Okay.
running. He got hit. So when I say he's down, he's face first on the ground. That's what
Okay,
I mean
well
by
then
that.
I'm gonna vortex warp him with my awesome grappling hook
Science.
Okay.
back onto the thing.
Okay, you are all aboard the dragon, and
That's-
Ezra is capable
my
of
last.
flying it, so she can get you out of there.
That's my last.
I will.
one.
I will help to try to flip Meepo over so that way,
Yeah.
Dr. Watts can do an assessment.
That's
Okay.
gonna be my. That's what I'm gonna do. Is he? What's going on?
All right. The dragon takes off, so you're kind of all like getting jostled about as Ezra flies it, and you just hear Braska yell back, "Au revoir, friends, till we meet again." So he seemed to kind of been playing you guys a little bit on that one. Okay, Dr. Watts, Meepo, you'd like to see what's going on with him.
Yes. I want. How is he?
Aw.
Do I make a medicine check or what's going on?
No need to, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
I mean, he was a hobbling. They don't have a lot of
And
health.
he was a legendary.
That's true.
You gotta be kidding me.
Man, who am I gonna pawn all of this Drangle coin off on now?
Also, new music for everyone since you're out of the battle. I'm sharing it real quick.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah. I'll just be like.
Make me cry.
I'll shake my hand and I'll be like, no, he's dead.
Am I up?
We need to find a place to bury him that, and not that I think it's even going to be possible. But we need to find a place to bury him where Braska's not going to find him, and maybe emulsify him to where he can't be resurrected as somebody else who's going to attack us later. Because this is getting ridiculous.
I would have probably said that, like, in our community,
Mm-hmm.
like me and Sentinel were kind of like rocking around. Like that would have been my number one. Like if someone's
bodies.
dead,
Yeah,
you
that's
just
right.
like it's like full.
Well, we do have a
cremation.
dragon, and I can't think of a better way to honor Meepo than to.
Is he a
burn him in
red dragon?
Fire.
Actually, that's a great question. I don't know what Battlecluse is. I think he was black in my initial
Oh,
ID.
okay, that works.
That was like all the way back at the
Acid
beginning. I don't
works.
remember.
Yeah.
Right, but
Only
whatever it
red
is, I
fireball.
think the best way to honor him would be give him like a Viking funeral, is to allow the dragon to emulsify him,
I would agree.
That's cool.
honor him.
Are
that
you
way.
guys going back to Morgath, or are you doing it there, or are you just gonna land and do it?
I think we
I-
should probably keep flying to where.
Yeah, we need to
to
go to
get-
Igarith, right? That was our
Mhm.
plan. Was
We need
we
to
need to
get
get the
to
hell
Igarith.
out.
Yeah, that's a
Unless
close,
we
that's the
needed to
best
tell
thing.
anybody where we were going. I don't think we needed to stop at Morgath for anything, right? Unless I'm
I
forgetting
mean,
something.
unless you want to. I mean, most of your allies are in Morgath, unless
we
you wanted
could-
to inform them. Of
I guess
what
okay.
was
So I guess
going on.
we could stop there, let people know what's going on, give Meepo
Give
his
Meepo to
final
his-
rights.
Give his to his.
I mean, that's where he
girlfriend?
lives, so
His,
Yeah.
like,
let anyone
apprentice?
else who's
Like-
there that cares.
Yeah, Ezra would be his apprentice.
She's with us. Ezra's with
Yeah,
us.
she's
so-
aware.
Oh,
she's
she's with
yeah,
us.
yeah.
Okay.
She's up. She's flying the dragon right now. She's very
Yeah.
upset.
Naturally.
I thought she was back there.
So we can
She's
do it as
kinda
a
like-
state.
She's very much a stunned upset. Like, when somebody like has a shocking piece of news
Yeah,
and they're just kind of
sure.
like, that's kind of her mindset as she flies you back to Morgath.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a hey, let's say the words that you guys need to say, and then we got to keep flying to Igarith because we
Yeah,
can't
this
afford
can't
to
be-
like not.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
much as he's a hero and like the news will spread, we can't make this like a hero's funeral until after this is all
Wait.
done. Because
Wait, is the sword still there?
No, they're like energy weapons.
Okay.
Like they hit, disappear, and reappear behind him, kind of thing.
Yes,
Okay.
that's essentially my
Do
thought process.
Fantastic.
is
That's what I
Braska's
figured, too.
sword? Oh, like it's Braska. Is he like visually distinct in some way?
Like, as a person,
Yeah, like is like his vibe.
he has
Does
serious main villain vibes.
Yeah. He's got the
Okay,
big
okay,
glowing
okay.
green armor. Not a lot of people have that.
Ethan, I love
I'm
that.
not 100% sure what you're asking me right now.
Yeah,
I would argue all of you are distinct to consider you are all players in my game, and most of my NPCs that aren't like Shopkeeper Q are distinct as well.
Shopkeeper Q.
Okay, I think what I want to do. I don't have any spells that will do this. I'm going to ask. Does anyone have a blade that they don't mind losing?
Arthur's going to look at the thousands of blades upon his body and just kind of like pick one and just hand it over. He's like the 900 sheaths he's got. He'll pick one and hand it over.
Ruma's gonna know the knife he picks was a gift from Ruma many years ago.
What is being done here officially? Before
I'm
we go through
going
all
to
this?
dye the blade stuff green as we're flying back. And what I'm going to do is when we land, I'm going to tell everybody.
Yes.
I'm going to leave the sword in him. And I'm going to tell everybody that Braska killed Meepo, very famous.
I am 100% about board.
I see why you were asking what you were asking. Okay.
Yeah, I was like,
we're getting to some weird like soul transferring magic.
No.
I haven't considered that 100% for this world yet.
Yeah, so
I love
basically
that. Yes.
what I'm gonna do is the idea is that we're gonna fly back, we're gonna stop because the whole bit, if I remember correctly from our sabbatical, is that some people don't know that Braska's bad because he's fighting
revered as a hero. He is revered as a hero.
Yeah, he's trying to change the narrative.
Come down as the pontiff, hold Meepo's body with his blade in his back, and say that Braska threw a sword in Meepo's back.
Yes.
As he was running away.
Correct.
And let everybody know that, like, the man that, like, essentially shatter the illusion.
That's the biggest dagger to him because that's the most important thing to him too.
I love it.
Yeah, that's okay. That's why I was asking. Like, is there a way I can like
all of the questions you asked now make so much more sense?
Yes, I was because
I knew where you were going. I knew where you were going.
Crazy magical abilities. I was like, is there like a soul transferring ability that the artificer gets that I'm not aware of because I don't know the class well enough?
No, they don't have anything like that.
No, I'm casting bad reputation.
So, Azrael, if you have plenty of blades to give him if you want to give him one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So then on the way back, I'm gonna doctor it up to make it look like I'll
even give you one of my ethereal blades based on me turning into a ghost, so it gives off a green hue too, a very distinct green hue.
There you go.
So we are officially doing it. It's not a lie because it did happen. We just don't have it blade anymore.
Correct.
But it'll be more visually.
It sells the story. Absolutely.
Yeah, it'll be more visually distinct.
We're just we're playing it up a little bit.
Yes. So that's my plan when we get back.
Nothing he wouldn't do.
And I was supposed to make a speech anyway. I kept avoiding, and so this is gonna be that.
A few days later.
What a sermon!
Yeah. You guys should be back in Morgath in a couple hours, which will give you more than enough time, Jamie, to factor this all together and kind of rig it. By the time you're done, I mean, Meepo's at this point kind of gone cold. The ethereal or the energy kind of blades that Braska uses are these magical weapons. When they strike you, they don't like leave open wounds. They like immediately like kind of cauterize them. So it's almost like you just get hit by a blast of magical energy that seals itself. So he's kind of got just this massive like burnt reddish scar and just front to back because it just went right through him. So Jamie, as you're kind of positioning the blade, and I'm going to assume you're going back to front. So it doesn't even look like he killed him in battle. He killed him from behind, which is what he did.
And made it clear that like he could have hit any of us, and a couple of us were on death's door, and he chose to hit somebody who was not involved in the battle. Was just important to us.
So you get the blade. It's sticking out like all of it's hilt to back, and the rest of it's just jutting outwards. And it's a touch of a messy procedure because you are literally essentially piercing a body to factor into this cadaver for this death, ploy. And I mean, if you hadn't have seen him get hit and been confirmed by your doctor he was dead, you'd thoroughly believe that Meepo was stabbed in the black by this ethereal blade by someone, that someone being Braska. So, is there anything else you guys would like to do on the dragon before we arrive in Morgath?
I'd kind of one of the things I'd monitor is I forget her name.
Ezra.
Ezra. Thank you, Ezra. Is I'd monitor her, make sure she's okay, because again, like that's losing somebody like that, even if like the relationship was tumultuous, is a life-defining moment. So make sure she's all right.
Also, probably inform her of what we're doing before we do it, so that she's not
I
like,
figured
"Why are
this
you
was
stabbing me?"
active, active conversation.
I
happening amongst the
wasn't
crew.
asking permission, but yes.
Jamie's
No,
just
I
is
know,
like
Doctor.
giving me
That's why,
perspective.
that's why I
Spice.
specifically said that, because I know Doctor Watts is just gonna be like, "Give me your sword,"
Yeah.
and then just
Yeah,
stab
yeah,
me.
And that's kind of that's kind of
context.
why I was like, I'm gonna keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
Now, like plan, but we're gonna give him a hero's burial.
Do you want to say anything to her, or are you just watching her?
I'm not Doctor.
No, I would absolutely. I'd fully communicate. Having been around death, and losing things, like I will absolutely explain. Like this is what we're doing, but we plan on giving him a hero's death at the hands of Battlecluse. This is not okay. It'll be something that we obviously address. You're not going to have the time to cope. You're not going to have the ability to mourn the way you deserve to. But this is going to be necessary to bring vengeance to the person who ended your.
I completely understand that there's no time to cope. No one's been able to cope in the last 3 years. I just want to get this dragon to Morgath. But thank you.
Fair enough.
I'm probably not conveying it very well, but she's doing her literal physical best to hold herself together at this point.
Absolutely. And Ezra will leave her alone after that.
Sentinel. Xanthro, who's kind of riding on the back of the dragon, he's been facing the opposite way, looking out.
Reverse cowgirl.
Yes.
What the fuck?
This moment, but looking out over back to the Guardian Fowl tomb, and he kind of finally turns back to the group. He taps you on the wing, Sentinel.
Yeah.
Your friend, the Hobbling. I understand his status and whatnot, but you were friends with him, from what I can gather.
Yeah.
It's hard to lose somebody in that type of manner so suddenly, without even words. If the group would be interested, I can cast essentially a spell that will allow the spirit of Meepo to communicate any lasting or wishing thoughts to the survivors. It's not a two-way communication, it is a one-way communication. But I would be willing to do it, given the circumstances.
I know we're all, Xanthro, I appreciate any help that you can give us. We're kind of on the a little gun shy around, doing things with the dead. Yeah.
This isn't necessarily a spell that brings the dead back. It was very much remain in his current state. Only one I'm aware of who can bring back the dead in that type of capacity is the man who just ran the sword through his back to begin with. This is simply a simple way for a lasting essence of a person to communicate back to their loved ones. That's it. It's an early spell taught to necromancers like myself. It's rarely used, mostly considered to be fluff. But I think it would be a fitting thing to do here if you would be interested. At least, if not for you, that girl who rides that dragon up there.
I can't speak for. I think this is kind of a council meeting.
Understood. I just brought it up to you as you were closer. I would have brought it up to any of them. By all means, my offer will stand to perform the spell. It's relatively quick, a couple hours to prepare. It'll give you a chance to prepare something for a funeral. I can conduct a spell. You may proceed with your burial rites as you see fit. And then I believe we have a city to the north east to head towards.
Before I bring it to the rest of my friends,
Why? Why? You know, I mean, from everything that we've known of you, you know, there's no reason. This doesn't help us in any way other than maybe closure for some people. Why do this?
Sentinel, I've been around probably. How old are you? I don't know with the Guardian Foul ages.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure either. I've lost count.
Well, I have been around not quite as long as your rumor friend there. And all of my life, I've dedicated it to the study of necromancy in a way that I thought I could control my own destiny, control the destiny of the world, and shape things in the way that I thought they should be shaped. And in these last 3 years, I have watched so many people die over the very thing that I spent so long training myself for. So many hours and years put into the very thing that is causing so much suffering that I thought could bring so much salvation. And I realized in that moment that I am a terrible person. And there's absolutely nothing redeemable about me or my goals or anything that I could ever hope or dream or achieve. So how do you make amends for such things? You don't. You've already made your bed and you've already laid in it. You can't get up from it. But maybe before my time in this world is up, I can do something to make this world a slightly better place. So when I finally do leave it, whether it's from battle or disease or, God forbid, old age, at least I'll know. And hopefully nobody else will know that there was some good imparted on it. That's the only reason.
You'll notice that Arthur has kind of like peeked his ear listening, and he's not like fully committed to like turning around, but like is fully listening to what Xanthro is talking about.
That's the reason. I don't know if it is a valid reason. I don't know if it is a good reason. I don't even know if it's a selfish or selfish reason. But it's the only reason that I can live with right now.
For what it's worth, Xanthro, I mean, we saw Peter kind of in a similar position as you. You know, thanks for not giving up.
This is a beautiful world, and I have missed it my entire life. I will not miss it anymore.
And I'll turn from Xanthro, get up from the reverse cowgirl of the
Okay.
dragon.
Wow.
And
Really don't need to
All
bring it
these
up again.
beautiful moments
Yeah.
ruined by reverse cowgirl.
Come
ruined.
on.
Thank you.
And bring this to the rest of the crew.
Arthur's in full favor of it. I think giving closure to somebody who was deprived of it is absolutely something Arthur would be in favor of. I think it can only serve, especially if he knew something that maybe somebody can get some, and just for the closure. I would be 100% for it.
Who's sitting right next to Ruma on this dragon? Anybody in particular?
Darby's your cut.
All right.
So I mean, I was unconscious, so wherever you guys threw me and
He's-
brought me
you're-
back up.
Well, at this point, I'm going to assume Dr. Watts
Yeah,
has done
yeah.
something for you. to help
Absolutely
you.
not.
I guess that is Jamie's decision. If he's like, nah, I've let him make his death saves for the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
And if Ruma has any like lay on hands points too, he also could have just slapped
Yeah,
all
I
2 of
could-
them on me, and I
I don't
would've
know
up
if
to
he
you.
does, but
I don't remember how many I
Probably
used.
not.
You probably had a couple points, but I don't.
Ruma's
remember.
only going to be half paying attention to Sentinel as he brings this idea out, and he's just going to mumble under his breath that only Darby can hear. The dead should just be dead. And that's his opinion on it.
Yeah, I mean, don't fully disagree, but I think honestly, out of all of us, I feel like this is more so her call motioning to Ezra.
Yeah, Dr. J. Okay, well,
Like,
if Sentinel has brought this
I'm
to the
indifferent here. Like, you want to bring him back to talk to us, sure, whatever. But
if Sentinel has
it's not
brought
gonna
this
help me
back
at
to
all.
the inquiry, Dr. Jamie Lee wants to say absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, we will not let this necromancer prepare any sort of ritual to do anything to anybody. Like, him being sad about being an ass his whole life is good. Be sad. And be sad by yourself. And stop doing things that, like, just leave it. Be better going forward, but we don't trust you, and you've earned that. So sit in it.
I do appreciate the sentiment, though. I want to make that known.
Because that's crazy to think that we would let you do that. That's actually insane. But it's not our call.
It sounds like you have 2 in favor and 2 against.
It's her call. It's her.
I'm not necessarily against. I personally don't think it's great, but I'm not going to stop anybody from doing it.
Yeah, let's say it's not my.
It's
not my fault. I don't know.
At the end of the day, that's the best distinction. Whether or not we all would unanimously agree on a take, I think we're all in agreement with the fact that Ezra is the only person to say anything about what.
Whether we weren't as close to Meepo,
because at the end of the day, him doing this isn't for Meepo; it's for Ezra. And so if she needs it,
for himself,
then she can do whatever she needs to do. But if she
it's
doesn't need
his
it,
own redemption. Yeah,
it's for himself.
selfishness
But
in
yes, it could be for Ezra.
I very much appreciate the sentiment, but
He did say he wasn't sure if what he was doing was selfless or selfish, but he was going to do it anyways.
Being a very
You cut out.
he definitely identifies.
You cut out for almost all
like
of
half
all of that.
Oh. Sorry, am I back? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
you're back.
Oh, sorry. I was
Just
just
like
saying,
your mic just, like,
being a almost like perfect mirror of Arthur's journey. Arthur very much identifies with the idea that I want to do good things for the rest of my life, even if they may be misguided or selfish. So that's where he's coming from.
Yeah, but it's next of kin gets to make those decisions.
Yeah.
So.
Like we were his friend, but we weren't that close.
Right.
So I'll go approach Ezra and let her know that this offer is up for her if she would desire it.
I would be interested in hearing what Meepo has to say since it happened so suddenly. But if the necromancer tries anything, then please give me my largest axe and allow me to slam it through his forehead first.
We will make sure that that is available to happen.
Best terms with him, though.
Yeah, I think Jamie would resuscitate him only to allow us to kill him again several times if given the chance.
I am 100% not about killing anyone. So no, don't murder this random guy. But
Hurt him.
Heard. Yeah, heard what you said.
You can maim him. Don't kill him. But
don't put me in the murder camp. But
put him at,
sure.
That last little bit of his, send him to 1 HP. You don't need to kill him. 1
Send
HP.
him to 1 HP.
So as Sentinel is doing his walk along the dragon,
I'm sure the very injured dragon is
it's so funny
happy
that this dragon's like an airship size thing that we're not that big, but we're treating it that way.
I'm writing Elk Ogan the second.
Guardian Fowl is.
I mean, it can fit all of us somehow, so it's definitely at least huge.
Yeah. Sentinel's like 1,000 tons or whatever.
Just the 2-ton bird walking back and forth across the incredibly injured on death's door dragon.
Wow.
So it's all make believe. We can make it how this dragon is.
The dragon is as
big
big as we decide it is.
It's true.
Yep.
We'll ignore the stat blocks. It doesn't matter.
So
it's probably an ancient anyway.
Kind of nod to everybody, let them know. She's made the decision, and then I'll let Xanthro know.
Very well. I'll prepare it the moment we land in Morgath. Again, give me an hour, maybe 2. It'll be done.
All right. You won't have much time, but yeah.
We have a whole speech to go do, so.
So you guys do land in Morgath. The Battlecluse kind of drops down where the other dragon that they have, that's named Mincemeat. Mincemeat's his name. That they have. They drop him down, and there's people. I mean, they're there. They've watched you return. I mean, they watched you leave. They watched you return. Obviously, someone called the dragon was coming in, so Morgan's there, Joel is there, Merle's there. They're waiting to hear what you guys determined from your journey to the system. Did you solve the problems of the beckoning? Clearly not, because no one's noticed anything different or reported anything different. But what happened? And instead, they see you all get off of the dragon. Some of you barely alive, one of you not alive, and a just kind of sullen, broken look passes over all of them.
Dr. Pontiff, I believe this is
Well, I'll
speech
say
begins.
I think gather everybody together.
Yeah,
I
I think we make a spectacle of marching
Yeah.
Meeple's body
Yeah.
through the town.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do we go in front of Dr. Watts, make a wall? And
Ooh,
then
I got it. I'm gonna use this spell or the science.
Yeah, so I got the thoughts.
I'm gonna use this science because I got the slot for it. I'm gonna cast or science Astralon Stride. Doesn't particularly matter, but 2 giant billowing flames of dragon fire burst from my shoes. And for my duration, I get 20-foot movement speed. Extra, that doesn't really matter. But there's fire. There's lines of fire coming. So I'm gonna walk through the town with a trail of fire behind me, with these big old dragon wings. And I will walk all the way up to wherever I was supposed to be giving my super big speech.
Do you guys tell anyone what's what's happening, or do you just do this?
We're just gonna land in the center of town on a dragon and Meepo's body, he's just gonna like the Jesus's body through.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
It's
crazy.
I'll whisper it to Morgan and Joel and all of them. If
okay, you'll just give them the.
I'll give them
TDL.
the quick Spark Notes version of what happened.
So you kind of stand back, Darby. You inform them of that you
I
found
am.
the system. I'll say you won't go into details about what
I'll
you're
just
doing.
find
That's
the
for later.
system.
Well, the system's with us. So.
It is with you.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
this random
I'll
little
literally
girl
just
with you
point
guys
to the
now.
girl and be like, "We have the system. That's her. Meepo died. Braska killed him. He found us, and we're gonna make a big spectacle of this and hope we can start to shatter the illusion that Braska's a good guy."
The news of finding the system is though positive, and it kind of gives everyone a bit of a kind of jump of relief the moment that you said that Braska killed Meepo. Even though they have seen his body, that's when the moment clicks, and all of that air of hopefulness immediately is breathed out, and there's just sort of just sadness and despair hanging in the air in general. That yes, have you accomplished a small part of your goal? Correct, but at what immeasurable loss has been achieved to make that happen? And that is what for the crew, Joel, Marilli, Dale, Morgan, Tetra, all of them. For them, that's the current conversation in their heads that's being weighed in all of this. What have we done? What is all of this costing? But by all means, continue your thing here.
And then I'll be like, we can give you the full details later. We kind of have a big show to put on, or unfortunately, lack of better of a phrase.
Morgan kind of grabs your shoulder and whispers to you, Darby. She goes, "If you give me 2 minutes, I will alert the entire city god, and they'll give him a salute."
I will let them know, and I'll
Thank you.
start walking over to the group, and I'll try to stop Jamie, or I guess as we're walking, I'll just kind of come up and be like, if you can stall for 2 minutes, Morgan's gonna get the whole city guard to get the show rolling.
Yeah. I'm walking all slow and fiery. It's looking
I'm
real
making very
badass.
good diligence to not step in the fire. But I'll let you know.
So Dr. Watts, you're walking relatively slow to kind of give this extra time, and as you begin, you're off kind of in a weird spot of the city. You begin making your way into like the main roads, and people have seen the dragon come in. They've heard the rumors. They're starting to gather. They see this fire just blasting up over these buildings. They're like, "What is happening?" Some are even like, "Are we under attack?" But as the guard kind of comes out, you see them all begin standing in like this uniform line, not a thread out of place on them, and they all draw out their swords, place them kind of to their chests, and like hold them close to their hearts, as you just see Jamie clutching Meepo's body kind of come over like this hill and begin making his way down this flight of stairs down to the front of Morgath, where the entire city can come out and they can all see this, and that will kind of give you your podium at that point, Jamie, to speak. The rest of you are kind of following furthest behind as Jamie is kind of escorting the body down. Maybe only Ezra, if you want. This is just in my head. Maybe she's a little closer to kind of like, here's the person closest to Meepo. Like, they're here right now. Like, this is all part of what's going on. And slowly as you begin making your way down these stairs, further down the city, you actually see the guard. They kind of begin to like close in off and begin following you down. In like a march step, like they're following a leader or a general to their final battle or their final resting place. Ruma, you are from Olin. You would realize that what is happening right now is the highest honor that would be given to some form of military commander or even a king or a queen who has recently passed away. They do not do this for normal people.
Well, Ruma very obviously respects Meepo, so he's marching along.
So, Dr. Watts, you continue along this. You make it to the bottom. If the entire city hasn't been drawn out by this spectacle, then 99.9% of them are there, and the only ones who aren't is because they can't physically get out of their home to go see. You have the ear of not only all of Morgath, but a good possibility of those who remain alive in Olin as a whole.
I will. Dr. Jamie Lee Watts will look kind of over at Destiny, because I'm guessing Destiny's there.
Yeah, they're all there. They're all there.
I kind of just like give like a look, a brother look that's like, I don't like doing this sort of shit, but this is more your department, but it is what it is.
He looks at you like dead eye, Jamie, and he just goes, "You got this."
Time for the big speech, Pontiff Doctor.
Doctor.
Doctor. He's gonna Dr. Jamie Lee Watts will say, I feel as if it is not lost on many of you who are observant that I don't believe in any of this shit.
Great start.
I
don't
never
believe
really
in any of what's going on.
Yeah, I don't believe in any of this shit.
Sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt.
I was made pontiff because that's what was needed. I was made pontiff because that was the best way to help people. Because at the end of the day, that's what I do. I help. When people are sick, I help, because that's what doctors do. As before I was pontiff, before I was a doctor, I was a poor kid from a slum town with barely 2 pieces of moldy bread to pass between me and my family. And all I ever wanted to do was make sure that people who were sick, who needed it, were better. And in those days, alone and cold and hungry, you know what something I got to do? I got to read. Because some people don't know the value of things until they throw them away. And one of the first books I ever got my hands on was Drangling. The most incredible, nonsensical thing my mind could come up with at the time was someone small and insignificant being able to do something so miraculous. That was Drangling, a being of the elements and primal fury that is a dragon. That's what this man did. He was a Drangler. In the most purest sense, he was Drangling. And not 3 hours ago, the man who calls himself a hero, the man Braska, rammed a sword in his back as he tried to escape while saving all of you. Because Braska lacked something that Meepo had in spades. He doesn't believe that you can Drangle. See, Meepo put that down on paper because in his entire life, his entire existence was around the idea that you could do something that other people deemed impossible. That you and you and you, fragile, mortal people, could do something as powerful, as impossible, as stand to a dragon and say, no, you heal. And that is what we have in front of us today. I understand that I speak to you from a foundation of blood and mistreatment, and the walls and cathedrals of the church that I now stand atop of are stained forever with the innocence of your ancestors. And that is not something that I can wash away, but what I can do is tell you that you can Drangle today. This beckoning is not a force of nature. This beckoning is not insurmountable. This beckoning is no different than this dragon. Braska is no different than a dragon. He is a being that can be brought to heal from people as small as us. We will Drangle this apocalypse. We will Drangle the future. Or we will die trying. And then he's going to turn around and he'll just walk away. He's not going to stay for anything. He'll just walk back up the steps.
All right, so Dr. Watt, did you still have Meepo's body, I'm assuming?
No, he's going to lay Meepo's body.
Lay him down. Lay him down. Okay. So Dr. Watt, you begin heading up the stairs, and everyone's just kind of like aghast at this moment. Like, they're processing this speech real quick, and finally, after a bit of silence, Destiny sort of walks up. He walks to Meepo's body, and he just looks over and he goes, "Well then, I believe we have some Drangling to do if our pontiff has anything to say about it." And everyone's just kind of like, all right, we have some Drangling to do. And this, though the sadness and the sorrow is still like amongst the crowd, there's that little flicker and nugget of hope right in there that you can all be greater and better than what something that is far insurmountable, this thing that is happening is far more powerful, is telling you you can be. And it's not a lot, but there's a small, tiny little nugget there. Excellent work, Dr. Wax.
Solid speech.
It's a solid speech.
We out here.
Hearing the word Drangling in the middle of it.
Well, because I was
about
like,
to say,
like,
I love
great.
it's
Like,
just such a fun,
it's so
serious
yeah.
word.
In the
That
most
was so great.
serious
Dr.
speech.
Jamie Lee Watt is concerned, Drangle's like a real word.
No,
Oh
like,
yeah,
like it's very
And,
real.
well,
It was still very
Meepo was a
moving. Just-
hero. Like he's
Yeah,
he's
Meepo
literally
was,
like a titan.
Yeah.
He wasn't around during like the whatever time skip you guys did. So in his experience, Drangling and is like
Is-
just
that's
as
just
real
a
of a
real
world.
proper.
I
So
Drangle.
for Ruma
you
too, Ruma would
Drangle.
believe Drangling's real. It happened right in his own country of Olin. All
Yeah.
the
Oh yeah,
Dory
I love how it all started out
Ishi,
from
Drangle.
wolves that had
Yeah.
cardboard boxes
Cardboard.
cutouts.
Yeah.
Little cardboard piece of duct tape to them.
I just think that's so fucked up, though. It's so silly for those of you who know.
Oh yeah, no. It is just
Uh,
the silliest
I
word.
feel like Ozymandias at the end of Watchmen.
Ozymandias,
Where you guys
yeah.
like, we can't tell everybody that they were never really dragons. If we do, it'll ruin everything.
Well, Meepo is a real Drangler when he went
Yeah,
back in
he
time.
did. So he
Yeah.
went
Oh, yeah,
from
he did.
Drangle the
actually do
dragon.
it.
Yeah,
He
Yeah,
drangled
he
it
did
right into the mountain and killed it, but he drangled it.
He
Oh,
strangled
yeah, no,
it.
he
And
really
it was
drank.
Architosh, the Defiler,
Yeah.
the terrible white dragon that was just savaging lands. But anyways, as Ezra will go and kind of pick Meepo's body up and will follow you up, Dr. Watts, back to the fortress so that you can perform Xanthro's spell that he's going to do for this final thing before you finally allow Battlecluse to dispose of Meepo's body. When you arrive at the fort, Xanthro is there. This has taken not a ton of time, probably a little less than an hour to do the walk, to make the speech, to kind of give everyone their moment to get back up there. And as you all kind of arrive, Xanthro says, "If you are ready, I am ready. I've asked the Queen to give us a small private chamber that the 7 of us or anyone else who wishes to be part of this may be. If you believe there be any funny business, you'll be more than capable of stopping me there."
Oh, well, maybe not more than capable at this point. We're kind of all beat up, but
Well,
I'm sure all of us together.
shall we begin, or is there anything else you would like to do or say beforehand?
Can we do a little preparation of the body? Remove the dagger out of his.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
yeah.
but by all means, you may do with it as you need to for your funeral rites.
Arthur
What
will
if
walk
next
up to the body and say, "Turn away," and will literally just like press his heel on the body and yank the sword out.
You just see Ezra like look away and wince as you just hear. I don't know if anyone heard my sound effect,
I
but
will,
He did.
I will flick the viscera off the blade and shoot
Really?
it back in.
Flicking it, you can't wipe it off, man.
Can't do the
So-
fun samurai thing
wanna
of putting it in
autopilot?
your arm. No, you gotta
Yes.
just. Ugh,
Just
God,
what he
gross.
does. It's
I'm
it's
gonna-
who I am.
I'm gonna
That's right.
take like a dragon scale and like place it in his arms, like crossed over, and then take 2 Drangle coins and put them over
There we go.
his eyes.
the Drangle coin, the
Yeah,
rocks.
I'll grab my counterfeit Drangle coins and I'll lay them on top of the dragon scale.
You know, Dr. Jamie Lee Watts isn't one for sentiment because that's not his vibe. That being said, he has a penchant of dragon bone dust in my inventory.
It's coming.
You know, didn't remember why you grabbed
Drink
it. Now you know.
Yeah, and
It found its
throw
use.
it. He will cast it over Meepo as his childhood hero, as one of his childhood heroes is like that.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else anyone would like to do to Meepo's body before Xanthro begins?
Arthur will take a hidden copy in one of his coat pockets of Drangling that is like very, very, very and like falling apart, and like one of the original copies, and set it Meeple's body.
So a first edition
Autographed
first
copy.
edition autographed copy of
That is
The
in
Art of
the
Drangling,
most
I believe, is
damaged
the-
condition.
Yeah, the
you've
Art of
ever
Drangling.
seen.
Yeah.
There's
The
knife
book.
holes through the book. There's pages missing.
Oh boy.
So Xanthro, now that he has the book and Meepo's kind of prepared, which you're in a room in the castle, they're not burning his body in here, but they've placed him on like a
Yeah.
thing that they can pull out and Battlecluse can do his thing. So Xanthro kind of moves in. He makes a couple different like hand incantations, chants, and he sets up the spell to make it work. And after a couple seconds, couple minutes, you kind of just see this like fluttering of sparks, this fluttering of energy sort of envelop Meepo, and his body does not move, but you just kind of see like a ghostly visage sort of just rise out of his form, and this very ghostly looking version of Meepo is standing before you, and he kind of looks around, and he seems aware that you are there. He seems aware of his situation. He's not like, oh my god, what's happening? He just kind of comes up and he's like, well, now Meepo's gotta say that he's never really had anything like this before. I'm giving Meepo a southern accent today, I guess.
Yay!
I think that's pretty close to what it's been.
Yeah, that's
I think so. Death gives everyone a southern.
Yeah, everyone gets a little bit of
right.
an accent when they die, you know.
Well, Meepo didn't really he didn't really think that he was gonna end up this way. It's kind of weird when you think about it. You know, Meepo when he got on Betelgeuse, he kind of was planning on flying everyone back and having a good time when we, you know, fix the world and everything. So this is a little on the weird side for Meepo. He didn't really think that this death thing was gonna be like an actual thing that was gonna happen, but well, Meepo's here. And he's here with all you guys. I guess I'll start with Ezra, because Meepo has this weird sneaking suspicion that the only reason we're doing this right now is because she said so, and the rest of you guys kind of got in a fight about whether or not you were gonna do this. Y'all very pragmatic about things, and Meepo's learned that about you guys, and I'm glad I can kind of talk here for a little bit. So, Ezra, you
Read like a book.
You're the best apprentice Meepo could ever want, and you know when we met in that jail cell, Igorith, you know after Meepo went back in time, and you know all that crazy stuff happened, and we ended up in jail and first met each other, and you were like, I gotta go to Olin because I'm a dragon and I gotta fight this dragon, and I lied to you that I knew how to Drangle back then. I didn't know how to Drangle anything, which you found out, and everyone found out, and Meepo looked real stupid, but at the end of the day, we still Drangled something. And we probably Drangled the biggest thing that, you know, a threat to Elyssia in a long time. And because of you, and because of the people of Olin, the only reason Meepo was here is because of that. And Meepo just can never, ever repay you for any of that, ever. And he's very sorry that he can't be there to share more of it with you. So, the dragons are yours, Ezra. Obviously, you're the only one that can take them. You know how to fly them. And if Meepo can give you anything and any piece of advice, is you got to take those dragons and you got to help everyone here and use those dragons. Because they're going to be able to get around without them. It just isn't going to happen. So Meepo has declared you the official chauffeur service for these people. If the, you know, Drangling business is going to mean anything, it's going to mean that. Might not be a lot, but it's going to be a little bit. So keep strong. Don't cry. Because Meepo's going to be here. Because he's going to be in both of those dragons for you. And then he turns to your group. You know, I kind of always thought what would be interesting once this was all finally done, we could sit down and have a conversation about just, you know, less about Drangling and more about just us. So, back when we first met in the Holy City, there's some of us, because not all of you were there, but I think the meaning and everything stays the same. Meepo actually knew that those weren't dragons and that they were wolves the entire time. And the only reason Meepo kept treating them like they were dragons is because if Meepo didn't treat them like they were dragons, then it meant that Meepo didn't really mean anything at all. He's just a stupid hobbling that just, you know, took these dumb dragons and these wolves that look like dragons and treated them like dragons. Meepo's not that dumb. I mean, I'm pretty dumb, but Meepo is not that dumb. But then all of a sudden, like, you guys showed up the Holy City. You almost killed Meepo. I literally had to beg for my life that she wouldn't kill me.
Okay, we weren't going to kill him necessarily.
we
we
were.
were fighting
Oh,
hoblings.
we were gonna kill him.
Well, he was there, all right. You know, circumstance.
Meepo was not a good dude.
I'm pretty sure Meepo threw Meepo's self on the floor and begged for his life so that you didn't kill him at that moment.
He's making it sound so much worse than it was. I promise, Dr. Hall.
He just doesn't look. Just don't talk to me.
At the end of all that, you talked to Meepo and you asked Meepo what he was doing and why Meepo was doing what Meepo was doing. And at the end of it, you told Meepo that you thought Meepo could be a Drangler and that Meepo could do it. So you told Meepo to go and take my message straight to the king in Pragla and give it to him and make him an official Drangler. And Meepo did that. And Meepo got ran out of the city because this crazy hobbling showed up to give a message to the king. And Meepo ran right off a cliff into the water. But then Meepo went back in time, and Meepo met Ezra, and Meepo met so many other people. And somehow, at the end of the day, Meepo ended up a Drangler. And probably some people are listening to this and they're thinking to themselves, wow, this is really terrible. But even if you didn't mean it at the time, and even if it was a joke against Meepo, at the end of the day, you gave Meepo that one small bit of hope that Meepo needed. That he was more than just the hobbling. That he was a Drangler. And that's what Meepo ended up being. I became a Drangler. And it's because you guys believed in Meepo. And Meepo believes in you guys and what you're going to be able to do. And the only thing that Meepo wants to say at the end of all of this is we've been through a lot. We've seen some of the best of us and some of the worst of us. We've helped each other through some pretty harsh times, some of them financially. But at the end of the day, Meepo considers you guys his absolute best friends. And he loves you more than anything. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Man.
Ethan, so good.
Oh. See, Dr.
Good
Watts,
to be back.
It wasn't
Wow.
that bad.
Yeah.
Way to go, man.
Thanks.
Yeah. We're back, baby.
We're
Yeah.
We are back.
Well,
Wow.
not anymore. We are no
My
longer
heart.
back.
My favorite part
We're gonna be going for another
was-
week.
And then Meepo time traveled, yada yada yada.
You guys were gonna kill me. I was on the floor begging for my life.
Yeah, Dr. Watts and Ruma are just like, what?
You guys did what?
No,
You
I swear.
killed him?
I swear.
For
It wasn't
the
that bad.
for the millionth time since meeting you, Dr. Jacob Watson goes like, "Are these the bad guys? Are these the bad guys?"
Are they the
Actually.
I almost want to go back to the episode you meet Meepo. I don't 100% remember the interaction, but I'm pretty sure you threatened to kill him like 3
Yeah.
times.
Oh yeah,
I
because he
didn't
was
think
part of the hobblings that were ruining the whole.
Yeah,
he was part of the bad gang.
Yeah,
would
they
die.
were
we
running
saw him with
bad
the
crowd.
wolves, and I'm pretty sure we were like, "Yo, what's going on here? You need to leave."
I think you
or-
debated
or-
about just sniping him out too, and like
Yeah.
just killing him from a range, and you ended up
Well,
not
because I
doing
think
it.
the wolves attacked us and stuff too.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we convinced him not to, and then I used the death whistle that we got earlier to resurrect
Yeah.
one of the dead one.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep, I remember
That's
that.
right. Yeah.
And then you told Meepo to go to talk to the king about
Yeah. We
about
did.
becoming a Drangler, and he left the holy city to do that.
We were just like,
Yup.
this guy is an idiot. He does not need to die, but he can be left to his own devices, and he'll probably find a way to die on the way.
It's great.
Wow.
Oh,
and now
what a
we're his best
storyline.
friends.
Yep.
Way to go, Ethan. That was
Thanks.
great.
That was great. Yeah, no, really.
Great
super
speech,
fun.
by the way, man.
I
That was
know.
great.
Amazing.
I was like,
Very
I
good.
had my end thing planned, and I was like, damn, Dr. Watts just like, maybe I should just end it after this speech. It's so good.
You know, y'all, I used to do church shit. I know how to do it. I
That
know
was
how to
good.
do the
Yeah,
speeches.
that's fair.
It was good.
We